Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode. I would like to tell you a little story before we begin. A few years ago, when I was doing the series where I would take a brand new channel and would then say, like, just do like a whole, essentially like review of like whatever there was there in the moment. If I thought, oh, there's going to be some great potential here or something, or focus on a particular video. That's what I did with Dramodonians, what I did with Vanchies. Aiden at one point approached me and sent me a channel called Alpha Boy Daniel, which happened to be starting. It was also a gacha channel again. And there was an interesting idea on that one about this alien princess and stuff, which eventually, years later, I decided, okay, well, that one hasn't really gone anywhere. Maybe this is time for me to try once again, to do another gacha series, that would be less time consuming to actually make. And so I mentioned that to him, at which point he confessed to the whole thing being a ruse and that the Alpha Boy Daniel in question was, in fact, him. And looking back, yes, there was a few telltale signs that he was not very well disguised at all, quite honestly. Apart from the fact that everything was curiously spelled correctly, so I guess he at least covered his tracks there. But why am I telling you this right now? No particular reason. Anyway, let's invite our guest in, shall we? BB is back as herself for once.
I thought about joining last stream, but then I realized it was the pony one, and quite frankly, there's only so much cringe I can actually, joke about.
Oh, there was plenty of cringe to joke about in that one, yes.
Yeah, it reached my limit.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I do love the there's no question. Let's get right into the news. It's been a while. And yeah, trying to see what the madness is. So welcome KW, Ghosty, Josh, who else is here? Ghost Kitty as well. I'm doing a speed run right now.
I still don't get this kidnapping joke. It just isn't funny.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's been going for some time now, especially within that particular circle.
I still like the irony of it, by the way. I'm just gonna throw this out here. The entire joke began in a series that heavily involved things like kidnapping and captivity. I'm just saying, I don't think
we're also submitted about a bag being a kidnapping bag.
I know, but the thing is, the bit was done as a threat during that specific stream. I'm just saying, I'm not so sure that those people would find it as much of a threat. I would rather think they'd see it as a blessing. So I don't fully get why it's being used as a threat.
Well, some people have actually said since then, let me, this is too cringy, let me get in the bag to shield themselves from it. So there is that.
It has many purposes.
Yeah, also hello to William, who, by the way, is the one who found this video that we're going to be watching today.
Why are you saying Dear Lorton? You expected this?
Maybe I was expecting it this soon, but it's happening, like clearly somebody, because I mentioned this a while ago in Shorty's birthday stream, that given the amount of Tame the Bad Boy copycats, someone mentioned something about Mutant Girl copycats, to which I said that I was surprised that after 4 years of the Mutant Girl existing, that if someone had not, if maybe not copied it or anything, like actually done that kind of thing, but had instead decided to, or had just at least come up with the same name by pure coincidence. Like, it's been 4 years, someone was bound to be like, oh, I want to do a series called The Mutant Girl or something, and might not realize there was already a thing by that point. Because not everyone checks the names of these things before they start. Case in point, Taming the Bad Boy, there was already a very popular mini-movie called Taming the Bad Boy. So, but meanwhile, Shorty still maintained that it was a completely original idea, just gay. So, there is there is that. Speaking of Shorty, by the way, we're joined by another guest who should have been in the previous video but couldn't be. A fish.
Hi, blub blub.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Oh God, no, not again, not this fish again. God dang it, I hate this bit.
That was like this shows you like how long ago it was since Shorty's been on Restream. Like the actual Shorty.
God, this stupid fish is gonna warp and change with this entire stream, and every single time it won't get less horrifying. It never stops getting worse. It keeps on giving. It's like coal from Santa Claus.
Might as well join to suffer with you. Yeah, fair enough. I did also invite Maya, by the way.
Oh God, please don't yell as much though. Jesus, I'll take the fish over you yelling any day.
You know, I will put a I will reduce his volume immediately.
Just like hover your mouse over his icon, just as like a immediate like pulling out a gun during a draw. It's right there.
Mm-hmm. I think the main issue is that it like peaks, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so here we go. Immediate reduction.
My game is too high.
There you go. Okay, so I think we're all here now. So it's time to talk about.
I am scared.
And bring in the actual.
I've not seen this yet, but I found it, and from the thumbnail alone, I'm worried of what this is gonna be.
Oh, actually, yeah. Should I? You know what? I'm going to show the thumbnail before we start. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so bear in mind, this is like one of the versions that I have. It doesn't have the purple border. I put that there, but everything else was there to begin with. Which we have a short brown-haired protagonist with a tail next to a purple-haired girl and a guy in green
with green skin.
To be fair, that's debatable whether that's even a guy or not.
Well, based on the format of the Mutant Girl and what it's meant to represent, I'm going to make that assumption for now.
Hey, you know, they changed the skin color. Maybe they changed the gender.
Of course.
Hey, here's how you know it's not the Mutant Girl. Because more than one of those things in the thumbnail there aren't human. Which doesn't fit with the lore of the Mutant Girl.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yes, of course. If there's a copycat to exist, I wouldn't expect them to know the in and outs of the lore of the Mutant Girl. However,
yeah, see, that's where we get them because we know the Butterverse lore and they don't.
Yeah. However, from what I have been watching so far, like I watched a little bit of it to get to see like how blatant it was, and from what I saw, this is somebody who really does know their stuff. That they've studied the Mutant Girl very much in detail.
Oh no! Well, then this is obviously not.
But not enough detail because there's things that we know that the audience doesn't.
Well, yes, obviously. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Be like,
not plagiarize.
Okay, there is that, but like if you're going to do that, it's like doing like some people ripped off Taylor Babbitt while it was still being uploaded. They obviously didn't know how it was going to end. Heck, the creator didn't know how it was going to end, for crying out loud.
No.
Yeah, and they never ended because of that.
I don't plan anything for that.
Look, you at least
Shorty really.
It's how I usually go about things. I don't plan.
Shorty,
I just wing it.
Shorty and I are very different in that regard. You know,
yes, you are.
You know, we at least. You know, even
we're two different autistics, baby.
It's true. Even for Up in the Dark, which its entire thing is the improv. I still have broad strokes of things that I'm gonna push really hard to do because I have a in detail storyline in mind that could very well last at least a year or two.
Shorty was the literal first example of my #1 piece of advice for Gacha: always write a script.
Yeah,
and for ponies too. Also, by the way, introducing the creator of ponies, KW.
It's okay. Here's my thing. Here's the thing. There's a so you've already said how there's a Taming the Bad Boy remake supposed to happen on stream. So that's not a spoiler.
Yes.
That's not like a leak.
Yep.
Now I'm not going.
There is a script for that, by the way.
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna start like reading out the script. What I will, however, say is that I have access to the script, And I have my Google Docs set that the most recently edited things appear sooner. I can guarantee you that thing hasn't been touched in a very long time.
Oh no! You know what else has been touched in a long time?
Not even by the creator. As a matter of fact, it hasn't even been like it hasn't even been like proofread again. As a matter of fact, it hasn't even been like fixed with the grammar and stuff. Like that thing has not been even opened in God knows how long.
I did most of the typing, I think, on that one because I was consulting with Shorty about ideas. So hopefully, it won't need to be proofread too much, but we'll see.
Sure,
but yeah, like honestly, before we go back to that, I would love to actually finish Puppy Love since there's actual demand for that one because people have been asking when the next episode of Puppy Love is going to come out.
So 10 years again.
Yeah, Shorty, you and I should talk about that at some point. You know, we're both single now. We have time.
A roleplay of some kind at that point.
At least it's not ponies right now, so.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the chat might prefer ponies to Taming the Bad Boy.
No, that is true. What? That is so true.
I mean, I haven't watched Taming the Bad Boy episode yet. But...
Now I can vouch for when it was last edited. Okay. July 21st, 2021.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. You know, Puppy Love comes first. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I'm looking at you, Fish. You said that you enjoy editing. No. You said you still enjoy editing Gacha when you're not writing it yourself. So
do you a tiny bit? Yeah.
Shorty, what's your defense for not touching that since 2021? It's now 2023. In case anyone's forgotten the date.
She was busy with Minecraft roleplays.
Because I had a phase where I wanted nothing to do with Gacha. I just kind of
no! Don't you pull that. This was intended to be a Minecraft one. You were gonna change it to Minecraft.
Wait. Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about Taming the Bad Boy.
You did reimagine it to be Minecraft, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know why I haven't done that one yet.
You haven't touched that since July 21st of 2021.
BB, you haven't touched Richwood High since 2018. Let's not.
No, but you know what? At least I never opened up a doc to start writing a script.
Okay.
Start it,
that's even worse, BB. That's
no. No, but the thing is, there is something there. Okay, like episode. It's like
that script right now.
Which means we got more than you. That's what I'm saying.
It's gotten like part of episode 4. I don't know if it doesn't look like episode 4 is finished, but part of episode 4 has been written and it's not been pen touch.
You know another thing that I need to start up writing again? Mob Slayer.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think actually. Here, do I have access to that one?
Shorty, I'm going to make sure that you're busy.
Oh no.
I do. Hold on. Okay, that one was touched a little more recently though. That was touched.
Yes, that was way more recently.
I just started up a collab. I'm very busy with having to keep an eye on an entire server of people, so that's gonna be fun.
The last time you've messed with Mob Slayer was
I've already told Shorty about the playing pretend, Josh. Don't worry.
Was November 25th, 2022.
Yeah, I knew, but the idea was conceived more recently than that other script was edited. So yes, of course it was going to be more recent.
Yeah, of course.
Josh, I was there when the joke started. I just wasn't there the whole time.
No, what do you mean, Josh? She was there. I remember it quite distinctly.
Oh yeah, no, I was there the whole time.
Shall we watch the actual video then? Let's see.
Why not? What is this cringe?
Okay, here we go. Without further ado, I already have my first thing to say. It's only been like a microsecond. I have that first thing to say. I recognize that immediately. That's Plucky Comedy by Patrick A. Thompson, I think. And that is like the quintessential opening of My Street content, which again, somebody who made this clearly knows the lore of the Mutant Girl, starting out with the pop bench and everything, and also knows about my use of AFMAL videos and may or may not have access to the files that I sent containing the music I use for Gacha videos specifically.
What?
Again, I'm not saying anything, but I did tell that Alpha Boy Daniel story randomly.
Okay, I do have a question though. Why do you have a Gacha specific playlist?
Well, because there are certain musical files that I have for certain video series of gacha. So not like I have like useful gacha only. But you know, gotta
Okay,
store
see
those.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, did you like separate it by medium?
Yeah, no, I don't.
know. Well, I'm
We
looking
are
at the video
starting
now.
to park. Yes,
The one
we
thing this
are.
person did do that most gacha people don't do is credit the music they used.
Ah, well, there you
In
go. I guess we
description.
can.
That person is at least smart on that one end, but
We've also
that.
we've also already got a zoom in, so they know at least a little bit about camera angles.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, just a fact that I think might be worth mentioning here. So I was talking to Aiden yesterday, and he was reminiscing about the series we both watched a while ago called Angel, set in the same universe as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Vampire character called Kimberly. Angel's a character called Connor, whose hair is similar to that. I mentioned nothing, but again, I told the Boy Daniel story for a reason. Anyways, really? Oh wait, actually, you know what? You know what? Hold on, we're going back. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Hang on a second.
What?
Shorty, would you like to read for Kimberly?
I would love to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Really? This stupid game again?
On the bright side, it doesn't rhyme with Reina.
I
Of course. Why not?
It's the spot on
Can we
Julius
just play
impression.
something else instead, Connor?
Yeah.
Whoever this person is,
Fine,
at least knows-
fine. What do you want to play?
I have an
What I can
idea.
say about the visuals, they don't look the worst out of all the nine voice-acted gachas I've seen. They're actually one of the better because they use the animated mouths to some
Yeah,
extent.
well, yeah, they're doing the animated mouse thing, which is the same thing that I did with the narrator function, the animated mouse, and the change of poses for Alpha Witch Academy, which again might mean they're very, very familiar with my content and the one time that I tried to do a series that pretended to be a different person.
I wonder.
Hide
Oh,
and
that's
seek. That's me!
I'm sorry.
Shut up!
I got it.
Me! My turn!
Hmm.
Really?
Wow.
Hide and seek. That game is for babies.
Again, I think I made that exact same joke at the pitch meeting version of Mutant Girl.
Oh.
Why is babies spelled like that?
Or what
That's-
is the why?
That game is for babbies. Babbies.
Baboons.
To be fair, you know what else is spelled like that? Ponies from the series
No,
Ponies.
no!
The title of every episode is wrong. I can't. I'm not gonna gloss over that.
Oh my
The
god.
only part that's wrong is ponies.
Oh yeah, sure. The only part of the title, the series name is one word. You can't be like, oh well, one word is wrong in the title. One word is in the title. Right. Anyway, hi Maya.
Also, I love the idea that the skirt is so short that you have to wear shorts that you can even see the bottoms of.
That's an issue with all gacha. The skirts are too
It
short
could
in
be a
general.
skort.
It
But
could
it's
be.
not.
Skirts is different. It's a different color underneath. Normally with skirts, they use the same material.
Yeah.
It's
Also, if
called
it were a
rainbow.
skirt, it wouldn't be designed for you to actually see the short part. Like I can
Very
see
true.
the bottom of it, like right now.
Then they
Yeah.
just have very short skirts.
Yeah,
apparently, I guess.
very true. I remember when they actually replaced like the they gave the option of skirts for the girls in the PE kits in my secondary school, and a bunch of the guys complained for some reason.
What?
Yeah, at the time I was like, well, what's the issue? You're not wearing them. Yours stays exactly the same. And then I realized, like, as soon as we played like freeze tags, like, oh,
Yeah.
now I know why they're complaining.
Yeah, it's because they don't like the second layer too much.
No,
Well,
They're
that's
probably
too bad for
not-
them.
those particular boys probably aren't fond of the first.
Fine, but it, not me.
Oh man, Jacob, I love your grammar.
What the hell is that?
Of course,
no way that got through quality control on their end. Why?
Yeah.
They just leave it as it is. I think they just left it as it is.
That is typical for Gacha. I would say that is typical of a person whose writing is constantly checked by another person who happened to not be consulted for this video, otherwise it would ruin the effect. But it is indicative of, like, a bunch of Gacha tubers, so it's not really saying anything. Yeah. Also, the colors on Connor and Kimberly do not look nice together. Kimberly literally has neon green boots. Doesn't Majesty also have those? Which isn't a good thing, by the way.
Oh god, no, we're not talking about Majesty, no.
Yes, we are. We can and we will.
Always.
Fine, Baka.
Hey, at least they got the whole Baka thing.
Baka!
Yeah. I don't. Has Reina actually said Baka on screen?
No, but Shorty has.
Yeah, very. Again, familiar with the voice actors.
Connor kind of reminds me of Zim.
1, 2, 3.
Like Invader Zim.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, ew. That hair.
I don't know.
Oh, the hair!
Oh, that's some ugly hair.
I want to snip it. Can I please cut the hair? Can I please
That's not the
cut
issue.
hair?
I think it's already been snipped. I think the very top has been snipped and nothing else.
Oh my goodness.
Can we just talk about how they have a tail but nothing else? It's just a tail. And it's a fox. It's like a fox's, a wolf's type of tail. So
Which
usually
also,
look like a
you would
tail.
have ears.
The other thing is I
like
think
a tail.
this person, I don't know if you can, but if you go back to the thumbnail of this video,
yeah, 1 second.
I think go back to the video now.
Why do they have green freckles?
I was like, the freckles look like
fine.
tails.
Okay. Never mind then. I thought they used different hair. It looks like it is. It's just that the title at top kind of cuts it off. Maybe that's why the hair looks so weird. The title cut it off.
I suppose. Also, what's that name? I think that name is Kenna, but we're about to see. This person knows. The person knows how to zoom in, so I think that's about to happen right now. There you go. Prediction.
Wow.
Also, yeah, this person clearly did not know how to adapt this scene, because what happened is that in both the original and remake, I made sure that there was a tree in front of the person, so that the tail was obscured. But I maybe that was lost on the mysterious.
Okay, but why green
I still
and
don't.
dark
I mean,
purple?
to be fair, this is about as useful as the tree trick was.
I do not like the outfit on Kenna, to be honest.
Kenna's wearing a similar green to Connor's skin and a similar purple to Kimberly's hair.
Why is the tail purple?
It doesn't even look like a tail!
Yeah, you would think that with fur, if it's a fur tail,
tail.
you think it would be the same color as the rest of the hair.
Yeah.
No. It looks like she's holding a blanket in her hand. That's not a tail.
Yeah.
I disagree, but
that's the plot twist this time. It actually is cosplay.
Okay.
Maybe.
But is she wearing jeans?
I will say,
Yeah.
I will say the jeans is probably the smarter idea. I've always thought, and I've said this to Jacob before, I always thought that the tail, whenever it lifts up, would reveal a bit much. But her having actual pants below is probably the smarter choice.
Yeah, you'd have to cut a hole into the jeans.
Yeah, see, I thought about this before, but Moena's tail is both too large for that to be pulled off successfully, and also has a bunch of jags and spikes. So
yeah.
Okay, but also I agree with BB on the. I feel like Morena is getting peeped on, but I can't. Why jeans?
Well, I still think jeans are probably the safer choice. I mean,
they would be a safer choice, but they wouldn't work based on the way that her tail actually is. It's too big to support a hole in jeans or anything like that.
here's the thing. I think it could. I just think it'd be a really awkward looking hole.
What about underwear?
Okay.
Is there a hole in the underwear? Hold on.
No.
Okay, yeah. See, this is the part that I prefer not to think about when making the character. But the best solution that I had basically was that since like female underwear is usually like quite thin, just part it to one side. That was the solution I came up with.
Oh.
I think you guys are forgetting how tails work. Reminder, tails.
Am questioning
guys,
my life.
I think you guys need to look at your local animals and tell me the location of their tails. It's not that close to the holes. It's a little bit above.
It's on the tailbone.
Well,
So-
yeah. See, that's the thing. Humans actually do have a tailbone, which is pretty close. Yes, that's
it's
where it would come
close,
out.
It's
Like.
pretty close, but it's not so close to where you can't wear underwear where if you do have a tail.
Yeah, the issue isn't the underwear, it's the fact that because it's a tail, it would still like lift up the clothing.
Mhm.
Okay, then why not low
Her
rise?
skirt is super long. This skirt is not super long. This skirt, Kenna's gonna have a problem here. Morwenna, I chose like long skirts by Gacha standards deliberately for that reason. There's only one skirt in there that I think is longer than the one that I selected in Gacha Life at least, which Jay vetoed for me. And after several different types of arguments and stuff, I was like, you know what, fine, I'll keep it the medium one. We'll go in the middle.
You should have pushed.
We'll go in the middle, and then we will just say, okay, this length here is the one that Morwenna has determined to be safe. Kenna should have tried harder.
There we go.
Oh, you're one of those shy ones, aren't you?
Jesus. Reading it in text makes it look a lot more insulting than I once thought. Oh,
Maybe
you're one of those shy ones, aren't you?
Maybe this is why Monet thought that she was always a mean girl or something. I don't know.
think you're one of the
Was this an actual line?
Well, it's close enough to the actual line. I'm pretty sure all of these are just like ripped straight from the script and adjusted based on a certain person who would have access to said script's own words.
Wait, who made this?
Oh, well, it was the official answer is someone called Gacha Club Boy 527, I think. However,
it even sounds like a throwaway.
Yeah, however,
sounds like something I'd make.
It might be the same person who created the name Alpha Boy Daniel in the past, and also has access to the script, and also has knowledge of camera angles, and also uses animated mouths at every opportunity.
Natasha?
Sure, Natasha, we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Go with that.
Natasha's brother?
Hannah!
567. Yeah, Natasha's
Well,
brother
and
was
now
really
we aren't
cute.
strangers anymore.
That is an actual line.
Who's Natasha's brother again?
It's Jay.
Marco.
Jay, yeah.
Yeah,
Where is the
Hold on.
apostrophe? Ah!
good question. By the way, this is our second AFMA track, by the way. Just saying.
Why are we staring at a tree?
Wait, so you got on the
God.
lack of apostrophe there, but not the misuse of the
Dude.
wrong your earlier?
Okay, my man's hair. Is the only way I can describe his face is so one of two things, right? Either his hair kind of started out as like that Charlie Brown cut, and then he let it grow out and just never got rid of the initial hair, or he's actually like either that, or he's like a he's a mutant, and he's a mutant related to green apples.
Or Invader Zim!
Yeah, he could just be an alien, like Zim, yes.
Or he's a green apple mutant.
Yeah, actually, quite honestly, you know what? He could, in this universe, he could be a mutant because this is called Girl with a Tail. So the weird thing is just a tail, not the fact that she is a mutant. Which means that, yeah, this person definitely has deliberately if they know all this information about the Mutant Girl, they'll know that the reason that I made sure all the characters were human, except for Empress, who already had wolf ears at the time, that was because that's how Harvey didn't come about until like a year later, more than that, year and a half later. But yeah, when the series was created, everyone was made to be human because that would be why Morwenna stands out. If everyone had, green skin, bunny ears, that kind of stuff, it would have ruined it completely.
Yeah, unlike most gacha, well, that's just the norm.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I saw like a lot of things in the past where it's like, oh, this person, everyone looks super weird in this, but one person has heterochromia, and that's it. That's the only difference. So, yeah, it had to be something that was like going to really stand out, and it had to be like the biggest, like most noticeable tail possible, to make sure that she would like have to do everything in her power to cover it up.
Okay, but if your skin is green, why would you wear a green shirt?
Who knows?
You gotta compliment yourself. I don't know. I say wearing a green shirt.
Listen, at least you don't have green skin to go with the green shirt, okay?
Oh my
Hey,
God,
look, man, I'm just saying.
I would have edited myself to have green skin the entire time.
I'm just saying, this guy has to have some pride to be wearing green and red clothes after mutating from an apple.
Well, of course. you gotta represent your culture. Absolutely.
I like the word culture that you've used, implying that there is a long race of apple mutants.
They all grew from these different trees.
Why are we talking about this?
Oh, Connor's
What do you mean? Why? Look at him.
Well, we couldn't know he'd be a cucumber alien or a
No,
pickle alien.
his clothes are literally the two main colors of apples. Even like his head, if you cut it off, you could mistake as like an apple sculpture.
I would love to see a gacha series right now based on this tribe or collective or something that is born from this one apple tree, and they're led by like their elder Granny Smith.
Okay, but wait, is that not? Hold up.
Did you just get that? You just got that. All right.
Stop dying, Shorty.
Huh?
Okay, but also, Connor
That wasn't me.
a tree nymph.
There are tree. Yes, those do exist.
Yeah.
Well, they exist in mythology. I'm not going to be like, tree nymphs are real, guys.
Hey, you confirmed that Greek mythology was true.
Oh, if we're talking about the Butterverse, then yes. If we're talking about someone copying it, all rules are thrown out.
What?
Well, yeah, because someone's copy. That's like I can't control that.
Yeah, we can't just control someone's rules of copying us. That's just not how it works.
Okay, but if they're copying, is it not the same universe?
Also, to answer your question,
we already have a Monster Companion spin-off, Cryptid Encyclopedia.
Also, to answer your question, no, naiads are specifically related to water. Nymph is not. You're using nymph as like a category when it is a species.
Tree nymph. Thank you very much.
No, but
then you started. You're thinking of dryads, particularly. Yeah. Also, as far as I know, naiads are in are freshwater and nereids are saltwater, right?
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, dryads. There we go. Yeah.
Generally, yes.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah, naiad and dryad and all that. It's a little semantic, but it does actually matter. Yeah.
We're like 30, almost 40 minutes into the stream already. Jesus.
Hey, BB's in the stream.
I'll be honest. I was kind of worried at the start because this episode is not that long, and there's only one of them. So it's like, is this gonna be a long enough stream? It's fine. We got BB here. We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I fix all problems. What can I say?
Boo! Oh dang!
Did he say boo? And this is the reason she's wearing jeans, by the way. Anyways, did he say boo? I don't think I don't think boo was a thing in the original. I don't think he actively tried to say
that was like an act. Yeah, he actually says boo. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember any of this.
How do you not remember a series?
I remember most things. I remember most things. I just forgot that he actively tried scaring her. I didn't know that.
Okay, but also, William, episode 1 was like 4 years ago.
Well, okay, no, but there was a remake.
But I still remember it.
But there was
4
a
years
remake.
ago, 3 years ago.
First
It
off,
was
you could have
four,
rewatched it at any time, and second off, there was a remake, which you could have also seen at any time.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing right now. I think that's gonna.
Oh, no.
This will probably help.
Oh no! What is he planning?
Are you sharing the script? Again?
No, but that would be a good solution. But
Plot
yeah, no,
twist:
I was.
Jacob actually has the script to the rest of the the
Well, I mean, I kind of already do because I wrote the script.
Okay, but wasn't that script also? When you shared that script with me, it was like a .txt file. Like it wasn't even Google.
What do you mean?
Why?
I don't. It's been a Google Doc since like the beginning.
Yeah, I remember this because one of the first things I said in the VC was him trying to like lead me to how to get to the script. To which I respond, "Don't worry, I know how to use Google Docs."
Which was a relief because I love that people actually know how to do that. Yeah, but it always was a Google Doc. That was something that I got from Mania.
I know, but whenever I tried to look at it, when I opened it on my phone, maybe it was because I was on my phone, but I had to download it, and it was a TXT file for me.
Well, if you download it, then it's obviously not going to stay on the online Google Doc format. Obviously. That's not my fault. How was I supposed to do anything about that?
Yeah, you definitely didn't have to download it. That's not how Google Docs works.
Yeah, no, you can actually. There's a Google Docs app that you can just access stuff there. But I guess if you don't have that installed, it will. If you don't have Google Docs, the app, then it's going to transfer it into a different text format that you can see and read on your phone, i.e., a TXT file.
Well, actually, no. It sends you to the Google Docs website, and then it says, "Hey, we have a website. We have an app too. Would you like to go on there? It's better formatted." Which is usually a bit buggy, but there is a way to actually click yes. Nonetheless, it doesn't make you download it, period. That's not a thing.
Google's the epitome of buggy everything.
I don't know. I've been using Opera GX for months.
Is that a security breach?
Oh, there is also that. I feel like all of
let's
FNAF, really.
Not all FNAF is a buggy mess. Not all FNAF is a buggy mess. I'll let you know.
I didn't bring it up. It was Mr. Welcome Back to the Pizzeria here who mentioned this.
Oi!
Who is Welcome Back to the Pizzeria?
Oh. Welcome to the bite of 87 Pizzeria.
No, it's a song on William's channel that I did a whole video rewriting.
Ooh.
It's become a meme in
I think you showed me that.
But yeah, because I did a whole stream on it, so I'm sure that at least you would have seen
when
it there.
anything of mine becomes a meme, it just becomes annoying very quickly to me.
Well, that was the case for the neutral joke, which they've glossed over the neutral joke in here. There's no like reference to that in here.
Surprised. That's one thing they did not plagiarize out of everything they decided to plagiarize so far.
Yeah,
maybe they thought the neutral joke is too iconic, it would be too obvious.
Oh, of course, but everything else is just so under the radar.
Access to everything decided not to do that to not make it incredibly obvious of who it was.
Yeah, nothing else about this is any way reminiscent to the Mutant Girl. It's just the neutral joke that would have given it away for the mass populace.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the only thing I remember from this episode, aside from the color-coded cards.
Oh, all right then. The music just cuts out here.
Where's the music?
You have a tail.
You have a tail?
Okay, that part is at least different. Well, kind of. Again, if it's
that sound?
5 more minutes, it's not ready yet. I'll swing back to this. Oh, and the same music again, of course.
Hey, it's good music.
It is good music.
Where's my backflip? So I can do a backflip now.
I kind of wait. Actually, we haven't had. Actually, Maya, do you want to read for this character since you can't be the Reina right now?
I kind of forgot to mention that.
Troy is the one right now.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, all right. Okay, BB will.
No, I just really want to like emphasize the I.
The period.
Yeah, that is good. But also, like outside of that, even you didn't forget to mention that. You just met these people. It's not like you're like, oh hi, my name is Kenna. I have a tail. Nice to meet you. Oh, right,
I like the idea.
nice, I have a tail. Nice to meet you.
Also,
When
here's
one of
the
you
weird
literally
thing.
has green skin.
Here's the thing that kind of bugs me.
Why was the tail was the weird thing apparently, but not the green skin? That's why the rules of the universe have to be established, or they have to be set in a way people can recognize, which is why other characters were human originally.
Here's what kind of like it disturbs me: the fact that it took her falling over for them to notice the tail, meaning they looked, meaning of course that they were looking at her initially, and then the second she falls over in just that position, they happen to look down and take a little peek.
I think like the most like long running piece of complaint that I've had about the Mutant Girl is the fact that some people think that even despite the fact that the tree was in the way, that Reina and Julius would have still been able to see the tail at the time.
Oh, they would have.
Okay, I've gone over this before, so I'll just like mention it briefly. In my mind, because like everyone is in profile, so like if they're facing on in universe, they would have to be like actually looking at each other because they're not going to be looking sideways. So if you're facing Moana head on, then she can use the tree and like actually like angle her tail to mask that to see if just for somebody who's not actually physically there, and then when she turns around where she gets spooked, that's when the tail becomes obvious. That's the 3D explanation. The 2D explanation, of course, in profile, the tree was there for the audience. In this situation, you have neither of those things. She is completely on full display, and none of that is even there. But then again, there's one person in particular who complained about that more than BB did. And if that person is the one who made this video, then I'm never accepting that complaint ever again from them, because clearly here's the example. At least I attempted to make it hidden.
Here's my thing. Like, yeah, it's for the audience. Sure, it works.
The tree was for the audience. The 3D plane was for the characters.
Well, sure, but like even then, I don't believe that if it were 3D, they really wouldn't see it. It's right there. It's a dragon tail. There's no way if they see them, unless she's actively moving her tail.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She can use the tree. She can angle around the tree so it can obscure that. In universe, she can move her tail.
But here's the thing: the tree itself wouldn't be able to do that. She'd have to move the tail, and even then, it'd be so uncomfortable.
Move the tail.
And even then, what's the point of doing that? Even then, what's the point of doing that? It's here's the thing: like as a real person, why would you do that? Because if it's a generally populated park, like. If people are behind you, then they see it.
Was there anyone behind her in that scene at that point?
No, but she didn't know that.
Well, she did know. She was standing there for ages. She would know that she was alone.
Yeah, she was looking ahead.
She was looking ahead at the only person who was in the scene with her at the time, which she was aware of because she was standing there before that person arrived.
Maya brings up a good point here. Were there bushes? I don't think there was. Were there, though?
I know. I never saw bushes. Nope.
I don't recall bushes. I don't think that's a thing, Maya. I think that's bull.
Okay,
but bushes.
No, I'm looking in the background right now.
This is true. Yeah. They would have been, but I don't think they were there.
No, that was not a visual I could do at the time of the original.
But I will say that's a good point. They could have obscured it significantly better than that tree would have, I think. But
no. I think in the remake episode 1 there were bushes.
No, there was not.
God, are we getting Mandela affected right now? What's going on here?
One of you is getting Mandela affected. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of you is.
Oh god, it's like
what's Mandela affected?
The Mandela effect is basically whenever a mass group believes the same false thing for seemingly no reason.
Okay.
So it's like everyone thinks that Pikachu's tail was black, but
Yeah, or had a
it's
black
not.
portion to it. Yeah.
It's or like the Darth Vader line. Even like people missay the line all the time because they recall it a very separate way.
Wait,
Okay, here we go.
What
Here we go.
Darth Vader line?
Here's the original, and yes, there are a few bushes. They are far away. So again, if there were anyone behind her at the time in the actual scene, that would have been an issue. However, there are not.
Right, but what if there were?
Well, if there were, then the whole visual would have been ruined.
Yeah, exactly.
The reasoning for doing a thing at the moment is because of the circumstances that I put her in, which is, that's kind of like the essence of writing there for a character.
And I don't recall the tree being that thin, but clearly it is, and I recall that's a bigger tail than that tree.
Can we just stop with this Mandela?
Her tail has grown over the years. It was this small before. And I made sure the tail was like active on her character, so I
the tail went through puberty.
I resized
and had a growth spurt.
Yeah, I addressed that in episode 9, I think, of the season 1. But yeah, I made sure I resized the tree to make sure that it would obscure the tail. So I covered my tracks as best I could here.
As best you could. Yes,
episode
I'm
9,
just saying.
the one where they were... Whoa.
What are you doing, bro? My man's doing the boogie.
Yeah, this is the part where you can say messed up, because of this. But
my man slid in. He's like dancing. He's like Tobey Maguire in this place.
I've okay.
Why are we bringing Tobey Maguire into this?
What
Have you not seen Spider-Man 3?
Goodness. I need to actually set they show this part because I wanted to say, what does he say here? There we go. Right, there we go.
Now, let's get back into the original.
I like the idea that I love the idea of her turning, like not falling over or anything, which for obvious reasons that'd be weird, but like for the record, she didn't even like bounce back or anything. She like turns around.
She gets started. She goes like she recalls like that. And that's when the tail, again, because of it's an involuntary move, so therefore it comes out. I factored in everything I possibly could into that scene.
Apparently, this person did not.
Yes, exactly my point. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to go through it briefly, but I forgot BB's in here, so you can't go through anything briefly without being analyzed to death.
Go brief.
Good. It deserves to die. I think this is a false belief.
Okay, you know what? How about... Okay, here's my question. How would you have done that visual then?
Okay, First off, maybe a larger tree. I really don't think that tree realistically. I do think it is
but you already established that the tree would not have obscured anything for Reyna, wasn't that the
No,
problem?
but if we're assuming that it would, then at the very least make the tree larger. The bushes is a good example. I hadn't even thought about that one before, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, that's a fair enough point, okay. Okay, she could have maybe been not right here in the middle of a field.
Like, if I do find another Gacha Life background that would be appropriate for that, considering I didn't have that, I didn't know how to import backgrounds then.
That's fair. I am assuming that it is. I'm assuming under realistic standards here. I'm assuming like as a real person, if you were to see it or not. I'm not necessarily accounting
I guess we could say, in the year of our Lord 2023, how would we make this scene with the knowledge we have now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily accounting for the fact, there were technical limitations. You're right on there. I'm not arguing against that. Yes, my AD stands for one of two things, either after death, i.e. the death of Jesus, or Anno Domini. Which stands
is that
for
the English translation?
No,
sure.
Yes.
Anno Domini is the English translation, of course.
No. I mean that the year of our Lord is the English translation of the Latin terms, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know the English translation. I just knew them as the Latin terms.
Right. Okay. Well, that's all sorted.
Woo! Yay! We figured things out. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. Judas does indeed. Well, I mean, Connor does indeed say "boo," as is adapted from the script.
Oh no! I just realized it looks like the skirt almost poofs up. It becomes straight. It becomes like a what's the thing that ballerinas have? It's like a tutu.
Should have been longer.
A tail?
Oh, what's going on down there? Oh no, it's jeans.
Yeah. I kind of forgot to mention that when I met you 2 seconds ago.
Yes!
Also, just moments before this, she pulls out your line of like, "I'm not supposed to talk to strangers," which only hurts this following line even more because it's like, "I'm not supposed to talk to strangers." 5 seconds later.
I forgot
By
to
the way, I
mention this.
forgot to tell you guys. No, you didn't forget to tell them. You weren't intending on telling them anything.
I'm
Period.
not allowed to talk to you, but also I have a tail by now. That's an automatic response to everyone.
Dude, it's
yeah.
like
Really? You
Pinocchio
find
if they're
that
like
cool?
forced to say the truth all the time.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that you? Aren't you like about to say the truth all the time?
It is kind of a curse, yeah, but like
Jealous?
I can still say
Any?
half truths. I can still kind of bull my way through some
Does
things.
that say
Hold on.
jealous?
Any?
Is that
Jealous?
meant to be? Is that
Any?
meant to be jealous
What is that?
much? Okay.
What does that mean?
Wait.
Also,
What?
Kimberly, as a fill-in for Reina, should not be this disgusted by the tale.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
snap!
Okay. Theory time. Theory time here. I reckon that whoever made this script and was adapting every single line from the original script in some way or another, minus the neutral joke. They already finished this line saying jealous much, left for a bit, came back, forgot that this was already changed from the original, and just went, how do I rephrase jealous much? Jealous any, sure, those mean the same thing.
Okay, but jealous, I don't think that's how you spell jealous, right? Am I crazy?
No, I'm
No.
not jealous. Just
Okay, okay.
It's not. It's not.
Just, ugh, I'm disgusted by the difference.
Josh got it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy.
Okay, but like, with the knowledge of season 2,
jealous.
this is therefore a lie, right?
With the knowledge of the non-copycat version of season 2, it would indeed become a lie eventually. The Reina jealousy thing was built up over time because it was like she saw her in school and how people reacted around her. Like, there wasn't just out in the park. It didn't really come about in their first meeting necessarily.
Okay, okay.
Anyways, the character segues to a different part of the conversation by saying the word anyways.
Hey,
Again,
people do that IRL.
I have no theories as to which writer could have possibly been responsible for this video.
Shiny, dang it.
Oh!
Shiny struck again.
Did you just
He couldn't sue you, so instead he did this.
Imagine.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Wait, is it actually shiny?
no, that's not what.
No, I want it to be shiny.
There is no way Maya just said Aiden in chat.
I'm really confused.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is Aiden. What in your
I was
right
trying to
mind?
go.
I'm really confused. Who says anyways?
Again, there's a certain writer that we know who, I mean,
Clearly not Maya.
has been caught on the fact that she starts all the conversation, where he starts all the segues into
See?
different
Or he-
conversations
wait.
we've seen. Why is
Did
it
you
the same
just
phrase
accuse
anyway?
Anyways, my name is.
Yeah, I did it, guys. I don't have any.
You
I
guys
don't
see
remember me doing this.
yourself?
Yeah, I did.
No, I said C question mark because I couldn't tell if you said he or she. All I heard was the E part.
I thought, no, here's my thing. I heard you go, me?
What?
I don't know
I
how
don't know
Gacha
what's
works enough to
happening
even do
anymore.
this.
Literally, I don't know what's happening.
Neither does
anymore.
Shiny, that's the thing.
Oh yeah. Wait, I did know that Shiny doesn't know how Gacha works.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna have a
god,
brain
it's
aneurysm.
not.
Alright.
What if? Imagine if Shiny just learned exactly how to do this. Just.
You know, it would be very in character, but like,
I would burst into laughter.
my god.
Wait, but Aiden says anyways, right?
Yeah.
He does, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Batman. Alright, Batman, you do
Right.
you. Tell us whenever you figure out the riddle,
Give me the riddle. No, Batman. This is what is on me, by the way. Riddle.
Why are you
Okay,
Batman?
Emily's
Oh
with
my
me.
god,
She's
even
like Aiden,
Emily's
right?
accusing Aiden, dude. Why have two people guys, you realize the Fallen Angel you realize Fallen Angels is still canon, right? We don't have any beef with Aiden. There's nothing going on with Aiden.
Wait, is it someone you have beef with?
Well, who would do this besides me if they didn't have beef for it?
Someone who's clearly an intense fan of the show who wanted to be featured in a Gacha review.
The only reason, right? Here's the thing: I would do this not out of to mess with Jacob. Well, actually, yes, to mess with Jacob, but not in a malicious way. Purely to really just twist his feathers. And most people, however, would do this out of malicious intent.
Oh! Was it the person from last month who was being mean and tried to blackmail Jacob?
Oh, don't
Wait,
what? Literally, how would you blackmail him?
What happened?
I like how everyone else is confused about, like, oh, they did it. My question is, how would they even do it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Who tried to blackmail me last month?
Wasn't there someone who was being mean to you, and then you said that you refused to edit their stuff or whatever? Not edit their stuff. Review their stuff last March. Last March. Last month.
Okay, I don't think that was last March, but I do know who you're talking about. That was that was Jax, and I don't think. Well, actually, honestly, that would be a really smart move by Jax to be aware of the fact that there's reviews that are going on, that there's still watching every single stream without commenting on most of them, and then latching onto one singular comment and predicting that William would go ahead and find out about this. However, counterpoint, I don't think Jax is smart enough to pull that off.
Yeah, what a good counterpoint. I'm sold.
Not to mention his editing style is very different to this. Again, I've been alluding to who I think it is throughout the entire duration of the stream.
Maya started to figure it out
who it is. I'm pretty sure I know exactly who's responsible for this. I'm just not saying it until the end of the stream.
It's okay. Let Batman play with the riddle a bit more. All right, maybe we'll figure out the answer to this puzzle before the bomb goes off.
Sure, literally everyone else has worked it out.
Can we at least reject my suggestions?
What suggestion? Which suggestion?
I like the word suggestion, implying you're saying to various different people. Okay, guys, let's all do this.
No. I mean, like, no.
I've already said I don't think it's Jax. Let's move on. KW.
Okay, but the transphobe?
What? KW. Say the line.
Anyways, my name is Connor. Want to play hide and seek with us?
I have an actual headache now.
This is actually how I think an apple would sound like.
Acting like children. What do you expect? A child wrote this.
Can we make him sound more cartoony?
See, William, this is the thing. A child didn't write this. A child might have copied it. This is like word for word, almost the script, but it's kind of like, is this the equivalent of having taking an essay from online and being told to put it in your own words and changing the bare minimum to not get flagged by a plagiarism search?
Oh my god.
Oh.
This is probably what it is. Exactly.
Oh my god, wait, is it ChatGPT?
Well, okay, that's the equivalent of doing that now. You can use. I don't think ChatGPT was used to make this, but I guess if we're going with the school essay thing, that's a thing that I've heard they're dealing with a lot now. Actually.
Oh yeah. I have a bunch of friends. It's really bad. My school actually has guidelines now on how to use ChatGPT because they're like, we can't stop you, so we're going to guide you.
Yeah, my dad works at university, so he's already told me there's issues with that are coming up.
Yeah, I mean, the second AI starts doing essays for you, and especially in a modern school, an American modern school, might I add.
In America.
Yeah, you can, America, the
I
land
called
of the
my
free,
mom. I was
the
like,
land of the free
"We're lucky you're
100s,
not an
baby.
English
Let's
teacher."
go.
And then I found out that ChatGPT also does math homework, so I just haven't mentioned that to her yet.
No, sorry, AI powered by the
theory. Gather knowledge on like any subject at all and generate an essay for you based on your needs.
ChatGPT writes fan fiction.
So clearly it can gather intel and bring it back in some form. So it could.
Well, yeah, because I just know that because there was the whole issue with ChatGPT scraping AO3 for anything that was public.
Yes, which you were allowed to meet that, but I'm in my AO3 account.
Emily is really confident that it's Aiden.
See, it seems like Aiden.
The running joke of this was supposed to be me alluding very heavily to who I'm pretty sure it is and never saying it, and then everyone's throwing around names.
They're all sold on Aiden. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, fair enough then.
So it's not?
Hey, can I copy my homework? Sean McGovern said it's copied. Okay, the homework. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. Yes, exactly.
Thanks for making it very obvious.
Sure, my name is Kenna.
You already said your name. Wait.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Right.
What? No one's talking about it.
Okay.
Nobody mentioned the game. What do you mean? But
right. Give me a second. Give me a second here. I mean, I could go in detail about like all of this stuff. What I think I should actually do, I'm just gonna have it straight from the source and like bring it up. Okay. Here we go.
Why is Julius upside down?
The name Judith was upside down for different reasons.
That's too far in.
Okay.
Julius Pike, wanna play hide and seek with us?
See, he asked the question, wanna play hide and seek with us, which prompts her to respond.
Okay. But Julius, this is it. That last round doesn't count.
You see how all of that flows like a normal human conversation? Now let's look at the other version of that.
Why can't we just use the remake version? Do we have to use the original version of season 1? It has the same script.
Okay, honestly, the reason I picked the original BB is because I want it to be perfectly clear that I made a better product 4 years ago than this person trying to imitate it.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Better can be used loosely.
Okay, honestly, I picked this version because I'm salty.
Fair enough, man.
If you're going to imitate me properly and imitate me in an interesting manner. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Are you telling me Apple John Smith over here isn't entertaining to you?
Okay, he's entertaining. So far, he's the best part of this. Okay, hold on. No, I'm going to go back. So remember how that stuff went before? Okay, we don't say what the seek with us. Just combine the line about the name, that's why. Okay, that wasn't actually as bad as I thought.
The best.
Alright. And this is where originally Judas would go, fair enough, I'm neutral to it anyway, and then, because we haven't had that part, so, yeah.
Apparently this line is just...
Oh, so does the writer hate neutral?
I think the particular writer who's adapting this didn't know a synonym for the word neutral. Personally, I would have gone with ambivalent.
Ambivalent what?
What?
Yes, but I don't think the other writer knows the writer of this knows that word.
You don't have to. Google exists synonym of neutral.
Yeah, I would have just used the Thesaurus website on dictionary.com.
Or just use normal Google. If you just look up the definition of neutral, it provides synonyms and antonyms right there.
This is true.
Or the dictionary in my backpack.
Or you can use the dictionary in real life, yes. But I get the feeling that this particular writer, who again, his name I'm not going to mention, might not be the biggest fan of reading analog books. Or reading, for that matter.
Oh.
Look,
reading.
Google,
what's reading?
Speaking of Google, look up the definition of analog if you don't know what that is, Maya.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Someone like last year, like actually said, like in a speech referring to me, at one point, like actually said, Sean uses words I had to look up in the dictionary. This is someone like I knew in real life, like in conversations. Was like, I don't realize when I'm doing that. But, yeah.
Look, I only know about analog clocks, so I wasn't sure what an analog book is.
If it makes you feel better, Jacob, back whenever I was in like middle school, I would have people in English class not know what a word is, look at me, and say, "Hey, I need some help."
I think I had that as well. Yeah.
And just
I'd probably be that kid asking for help.
And the worst part is, I don't think there's ever been a time in which I really couldn't answer that question.
I got that in 3 different languages, actually. That's the thing. I still one of my most like excruciating memories in secondary school was when the Spanish class, their teacher was missing, so they had to share a classroom with the French class that I was in, and people in the French class asked me for advice. But I was like, there's like maybe like a couple of them on a table at that particular point. It's like, you know what, that's fine. I can help you out and do the same work myself. It's all right. Then enter the Spanish class. Because our table is mostly empty, they sit near us. Everyone is shouting at me to help them with like definitions of stuff in both Spanish and French at the same time. I'm making eye contact with the teacher, signaling to help me. She does nothing, and I'm there for the entire hour helping out. But yeah, occasionally for that does happen in English too. And also, I bet this person didn't even watch the Mutant Girl. No, Josh. This person has watched the Mutant Girl thoroughly several times and has recreated it. Like, honestly, not to the best of their ability. They can do better, but has recreated it at least.
Definitely can do better.
Like it's been recreated like very like scene for scene. If only we knew a certain person whose remaking strategy involves shot for shot recreation. Anyways,
oh my god, Jacob, you have to do a bit every video now. Word of the day. Ghosty's right. No, Ghosty's right. No, be quiet, William. No one cares about your opinion, you little screecher. All right, Ghosty has a genius idea here. Word of the day on the Jacob Butter channel. I agree wholeheartedly. Now, what were you about to ramble on, William?
I'm not sure if I can maintain that, honestly.
It's okay. You can.
What's wrong, William? You don't want to...
Shut up, baby.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What is happening? I
don't know. But all I know is I have no particular opinion of this activity.
Anyway, moving on.
See, even that at least like alludes to the original here. Yes.
I didn't expect you to just drop a SpongeBob reference so seamlessly there, Shorty.
Of all people to drop a SpongeBob reference, you didn't expect to be Shorty? Really?
No, I'm just saying it was very seamless. Like, it just fit in perfectly.
Okay.
Then you went, okay.
I didn't.
Put you on the
planet. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. I just realized we are halfway through this video, but yet the intro hasn't. This is like the first scene of the episode.
Sorry for scaring you, by the way.
That's not the thing you should be apologizing for. Just saying. Maybe apologize for the timing of you noticing that tail.
Oh, look at his eyes as well. His eyes are like yellow apples as well. That's another thing.
His shoes are like yellow apples.
Golden apples in Minecraft. Those are golden apples in Minecraft.
If you look at his shoes are golden.
Are they?
Okay, so here we go. So this is the Butterverse explanation for the for apple mutants. That back in the day, the Hesperides got tired of their golden apples being stolen by a bunch of heroes because that's a relatively easy quest for them to all do and is revered because Heracles did that one time. So they were like, let's create an entire new race of guardians every time someone picks an apple, and then this happened. There we go.
Oh god. Okay.
This is okay. Yep. That's gonna come back to haunt you one day, Jacob.
I'm obviously joking. Like,
well, I'm not.
Unless we actually like introduce apple mutants into into the Butterverse.
I would love that.
If we do, then we're
honestly.
just getting out of here.
You know what? You know what? If if this video gets 5 likes, we'll introduce Apple mutants into into Butterverse.
No, I condone highly.
You might want to look at the stream like amount.
Wait, has it already gone past 5?
It's 7. 7
Oh.
likes.
8 actually.
Because I think people are printing like now.
Yeah, so that's happening.
No, Jacob!
About those Apple mutants.
Okay, fine. If this video gets 9 likes,
No, it's too late. Oh, it's got 9 likes now. It's just meant to happen.
Now it has 9. Now it has 9.
Okay, I guess we're making Apple mutants in the
20.
You
If we can get 10 likes.
Okay.
Making my own entire character for this one, I can't. Oh god.
Also, I said some very bad scene changes.
I have never seen these likes line up just this perfectly. It's at 11 now. I hope you weren't hoping to say 11
Oh
next
my god,
time.
we got 10 likes. We got 10 likes.
This
What
got
about
more
20?
support than the defenestrate parody I was going to do.
Okay.
I said
So
10
this
likes for
is-
defenestrate. I said 10 likes for defenestrate, and that never happened. So it got to 8 and stopped. So I was like, okay, I'm going to say a lower number this time. We'll go with 5. Okay, never mind.
So the Apple mutant's happening, right?
Emily, you
Yeah.
can clip it. So that's that's a YouTube video. You can clip it. Okay.
I'm so
Oh,
excited
God.
for the future of the Butterverse. I tell you
Yeah.
what.
I'll be honestly, like, I mean, consider this. Isn't, like, the Apple mutant or something like that, the Apple something, and the something else. Isn't that like just the perfect gacha title?
It so is. I'm ready for that spin-off.
All right then.
Oh, we really went off the deep end this time, man.
Shorty, you want to design the characters for that?
Yes, please, God, yes!
Oh, wow. Jeez.
I thought you would never ask.
I was literally imagining things how you could design it. Yes.
Oh my god, I know what the other one is. Hold on a second. I saw Shorty's icon and now I'm thinking the Apple mutant and the fish mutant.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why fish? Because of the island of the Hesperides?
Because as I said, I was looking at Shorty as she said that, and
Oh.
this face specifically kind of puts in the image.
Give anyone ideas, please.
Maybe we can name it. Maybe we can name it
Honestly-
Blubby. It can't be Blub because that's already a nickname for
Can't be
the
Gulpy as well.
yeah. It can't be
That's
that. But we could do Blubby.
Aren't like fish mutants already a
Whatever they're
thing
telling me
because
how-
of like mermaids and sirens?
Well,
Oh,
they're just
I guess
different
that's true.
species. That's not. They're not
Whatever-
really.
whatever
They don't really count as
whatever-
mutants
whatever-
by
But
the
like
technical
technically
definition.
it is a mutant because aren't like mutants a thing like if you're
Literally,
something
okay,
that
if
isn't
we expand-
human?
If we're broadening our definition of mutants to anything that has ever evolved into something else, then everything is a mutation. That's how genetics work.
Yeah.
What is the definition of a mutant? Maya!
So a mutant. Okay, Maya can look up the definition.
Maya, whip
but
out your dictionary.
the-
What's the
the-
definition of a mutant?
I've been approaching the term mutant with in the Butterverse. Just for
Why are
anyone
people
who's
saying
also
pineapple
wondering here,
mutant?
is
What happened?
is a fantastical idea that humans and another creature that is entirely different generally can merge somehow in a very minute way, but enough to change themselves generally physically.
So
Now,
a
if we
mermaid.
want to talk about the evolution, it is
No.
possible that these
We've got
exist.
two
Now, it's
people
possible that these
stream.
existed maybe in a past iteration as sleeping genes, right? Maybe as genes that were there but weren't actually affecting much. That's probably what happened. Or maybe they did exist and the government tried taking them away. The only reason I say that is because in another Butterverse thing, mutants are mentioned, and it takes place prior, meaning that mutants are, at the very least, a rumor and a myth at that point in time. But they aren't shown, meaning something happened with them. And what I'm saying isn't like a teaser, by the way. This is just purely my own speculation.
Going to say, is that Rip in the Dark where you mentioned music? It's like, I don't remember.
No, it's not Rip in the Dark. It's a thing that's already out, but I don't know if that's been confirmed as part of the Butterverse, so I don't want to say its name.
Wait, what? What? I mean, actually, well, I mean, we don't. It's not really a secret like what's part of the Butterverse anymore.
Oh, actually, no. Hold on, because you have a Butterverse playlist. Hold on a second. That's right.
Yeah, that might not include anything. I might have left it off by accident, but
no, it's in the Butterverse pilot spot. Where is it? It's in which series was it? It was Here we are. It's a family thing, which takes place prior, and that mentions.
Okay, that takes place prior to the Mutant Girl, but not prior to the existence of mutants themselves.
No, but the thing is, the way they're spoken of is that it is a belief system, meaning it is probably that articles have definitely been written, most likely, but I don't necessarily know that they existed in a physically prominent form like Morona. The logical thing that probably happened is the genes were probably there, and scientists were like, "Hey, this is possible, but not confirmed until later."
Okay,
that's probably what happened. But
lesson, please?
It's not.
I just got an award.
I mean, it's not necessarily. It's just
what hands you right now.
It's just kind of.
Yeah, my friend just gave me an award.
The who?
Yeah, because I am apparently still on the quad ball team, even though I dipped a couple weeks ago due to like a collection of injuries. I got the Who award because I don't have a social media presence.
Wow.
And they couldn't find a picture of me.
Wow, they should just come to this channel.
This has gotten way off track. Let's just get back to what we were actually doing.
Sorry, I just got. That's why I dipped, because my friend came in and was like, "I have something to give you," and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay. Like I could talk more about like my actual plans in terms of the emergence of mutants and the stuff to do that, but yeah.
What?
Another time. Actual intro.
Oh, my ears.
Right.
Oh, hey, look! The person has really good taste in music.
A significantly shorter intro than the actual Mutant Girl.
And they have really good taste in music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I gotta wonder, is that the kind that is, it does sound like the kind of thing that would be like a building up to some sort of drop. Dare I say, a drop that could have happened right as the thing ended. Similar to the way that another person scores their particular intros.
I wonder.
Oh well. Let's see if a different Greek goddess gets mentioned for this piece of this homework assignment.
Imagine this is like the same relationship with the Roman. Imagine this series exists in the same way that Roman myths do to the Greeks, where it's different names and that's about it.
God, that would be great.
Yeah, it's a Roman goddess instead.
Yeah, if the particular person who made this happened to speak Latin and study Roman gods, I would say that was a missed opportunity. But seeing as I have no idea who that person is, I can't make that comparison.
Yeah.
I cannot remember, and yet I study Greek mythology and Roman mythology.
Well, okay, so Hestia becomes Vesta in Roman mythology. So, yeah.
Tanner's hair is like a greenish brown. Sewage water.
Yes.
Really?
It looks like a turtle shell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I like
Why?
I like Kimberly's hair color scheme.
Mm-hmm. Okay, see, again, this person, so this is why I say this person definitely watched the Mutant Girl. They picked up on the Reina equivalent not being as academically gifted and struggling with a bunch of classes, including the English homework, particularly, as was the indication in this scene. So again, they know the series in detail enough to butcher a recreation entirely.
William just keeps saying, yeah. Really? That's you're so worried about?
I've never seen
no apostrophe, wrong your, and the word what missing.
I have never seen I've never seen an apple look so concerned.
Wait,
I don't see an apple look concerned in general.
Why did Connor's name font change?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it?
What?
Yes, it did. Yeah, I have no idea.
Why did it change what looks like Comic
Like, they
Sans?
went
Mixed
out
It
of
went
their
from
way
curvy to boxy.
No. They went out of their way to change the name font because that's not something that you can mistakenly do.
Right, it's
Gacha.
even side by side with Kimberly, which has the right font.
Yeah, so clearly it was yeah, just
This is probably a mistake.
I've been clicked there. Anyways, who wants to be? Wait, actually, wait a second. No, this is Mr. Grayson. It's Mr. Grayson. This is me.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay,
Grayson.
class. Quick little announcement.
Let me Grace.
Grace.
We have a
Quiz?
new student.
I don't
this
think
might
that
be-
remark
wait,
was
hold
made
on.
in the original.
Okay, wait, no. Hold. Okay, right. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm bringing up the original again. Okay.
Oh, can we make it so that Shorty's face is the one we see every time you do this transition?
Okay, hold up. In the original,
Yeah, then yes.
in the original, wasn't it that Mr. Grayson walks in with the new student, and it's
No, it was
Mrs.
Mr.
Dysart
No, that
that's
was
talking
Mrs.
at the time?
Dysart.
It's Mrs. Dysart walks into Mr. Grayson's class and says that. So Mr. Grayson, as seen here, is the teacher who is responsible for the class at the moment.
God, BB, it's you.
What? No.
Oh, it is.
Oh, you're talking about Pete. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking
He
about Mr.
looks like he's wearing makeup.
You.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any of
Look
Okay.
at that smile you have.
Oh, I have such a good smile.
Oh.
So, watching the actual scene, Mr. Grayson and not Mrs. Dysart is the homeroom teacher in this instance, in this class.
Irony means at all.
Mrs. Dysart walks in
Of
herself.
course she comes here now.
Mr. Grayson, sorry to disturb your homeroom time, but
Oh god!
Oh my god!
Hold on, wait for it. There's a line here.
bring you a new student.
New
Hang on.
Student.
Okay, so that's significant because like that's one of the things that was an ad lib that was done by Natasha. I think it was sort of supposed to be. Now I think about it, it was sort of supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna say new student differently, but not start the original line, which can be done honestly, but I because it was live didn't really pick up on that. So it became a thing where she says new student again for no reason. I tried my best and failed to enhance her image here to be a bit different because, again, I like editing Mrs. Dice in a different way. And that whole new student thing, we attempted to recreate that in season 6. It did not come across. We attempted
Season
to...
6?
Sorry, not season 6, episode 6.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, I was like, what?
Okay, all right. Let's not get off track. We tried to do that in season 2, episode 6. Didn't work. We tried to do that in the remake. It wasn't part of the original script, so the VA that we had at the time did not actually pick up on that either. So the new student thing only came from this version, which again means that this was a remake that was done by somebody who has seen the original version and adores that particular ad lib so much that they have pushed for it several times.
Okay, I think
be
everyone who's
recreated
sane
constantly.
likes that. I'm just saying, I think anyone with a brain prefers that ad lib.
Well, okay, there is that. However, it had to be a person who is so adamant about it that they're just going to be like, yeah, let's just make sure that is preserved every single time that this scene is recreated, which is why new student in capital letters here happens to be super important to emphasize and build up in this scene. If there was a person who matched that description, I would pinpoint the video on them.
God, you have the ugliest hair, Kenna.
You know what? Actually, I just realized one thing. One thing that Kenna having ugly hair Actually, that now I think about it, that's an adaptation win because Moena's season 1 hair is hideous. And it's supposed to detract attention away from the tail, which it has done. Because
I disagree. I think Morwenna's hair in the Mutant Girl looked pretty decent. I didn't think that was terrible. This, however,
I thought Morwenna's color scheme was to detract away from the tail.
I'll be honest. This version of Morwenna looks like she tried doing a bowl cut and then she looks like she was about to start a bowl cut and then gave up midway and didn't have the balls to continue, so just left it as is and prayed to God no one would ever notice.
Yeah, so again, the hair is distracting from the tail, which was Morwenna's original objective. So I guess Kenna has been weirdly more successful. Then again, her tail is not as conspicuous, so there's that as well. Adaptation fail, however, she sits down super quickly with no struggle. Boo.
Yeah.
To be fair, this tail is less scaly.
Yeah.
And less thick. Yeah.
And looks like a blanket.
It's just like fur. It's like fur, nothing else, maybe.
Why is every word capitalized?
Hey, Kimberly, look, it's the new. Wait. It's the girl we met at the park. Woo-hoo.
It's the new girl.
It's the new girl.
Yeah, see, now that I mention the new student thing, people acknowledge it. But yeah, only one person has really done that on their own before. And as for capitalizing every single word, I think that might be an overcompensation from past critiques of this writer for lack of capitalization.
Because the said writer always forgets capitals. It drives me
Yes.
Does said writer know that we are reacting to this?
Nope, he has no clue.
Consent, my name is not Jacob.
This video's a public. Right.
Look,
copyright?
Copyright? What copyright? I have the copyright for this series.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just different enough.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. This person owns Jacob royalties.
Yes, please. I would love to have the revenue from the 12 views this video has accumulated up until this point.
A whole 12 cents, whoopee.
And how many of them are you?
Well, I mean, I guess probably 2 actually, because I did have to reopen this video.
Okay, and one of those has to be William, though.
Okay, so nine other people have watched.
Oh my god!
How many of them are the writer double checking the video?
Well, obviously we can't know that for sure. So
now it has 22 views.
Mystery. Wait, it has 22 views now.
Apparently so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then.
The stream has got numbers.
I see.
We're good for advertising.
I mean, we are. I did try and boost people's views from some of the reviews sometimes, like with ponies and with.
Oh my god, the cringe! Why?
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Yes, but I didn't expect that to happen.
Dude, I hope that works for Rip in the Dark. I'm just saying. Dude,
I mean,
I'm gonna walk
working on
in there with
that,
not one piece of audience. I already know it.
Yeah, maybe not for the first day. It depends on how that goes. People will be more attuned to that.
telling you,
Actually,
man.
no. You know what? Josh will probably show up for that.
Here's my thing. I have advertised that thing so much, and I already know it's gonna come to no avail.
Oh well. Josh put a comment on the video. There you go. Oh, actually, no. That's a good idea. Make sure that the premiere is live for an hour or two beforehand. Let people make comments about it. Then it will be boosted more. Okay, right. Also, one last thing here. This is almost an as you know sentence because we clearly saw her before. We don't need to confirm that really, but yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. maybe we do because Kimberly's dumb. That's right. That's right. I forgot. That's it.
Just wait till the end of class, then maybe we can talk to her.
Why you sound like you're like traumatized?
It's very hard for me to read something if it's all capitals. Okay.
The end of class.
It's called Aiden.
It is accurate reading because every word is the start of its own sentence.
Hey, now we can now we can make Reina's season 2 retroactively part of season 1.
What?
Reina's season 2 arc can now be part of season 1.
Actually, she's not. She's missing the glasses, so she does look more like a season 2 self. To be fair,
that's not quite what I meant, but yeah. Hey.
Yes, did you?
Reina had glasses until like no, but she still had them, right?
I do love the fact that the one time that I actually do what people say and redesign a gacha character, people don't notice.
Yeah.
I don't remember Reina having glasses.
Until like the other half of season 2 when she, did stuff in season 2, blah 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 blah.
For some reason in my head, Julius has glasses, but Reina didn't.
Oh no, they both do. Well, they started both of them. Yeah.
It's someone putting.
Okay, wait. So Julius does have glasses.
Sadly, yes. Please save me.
Yes. Yeah. And also, because Reina sheds her glasses once she no longer needs them after Felix.
Sheds her glasses. Like it's a part of her skin, and she's a lizard.
Oh my goodness.
Sheds her glasses.
Okay,
dude, imagine a lizard character who has glasses and the glasses change color with them.
Isn't that a chameleon?
Yes, it is a chameleon.
A chameleon is a type of lizard. You dumb. God, I can't swear on this shit.
I will say to any romance novel writers out there, one subgenre that you're missing out on right now is reptilians.
Chameleon love, baby, make that a title.
Honestly, like I've said this before. I want at some point to write a romance novel, just for the heck of it, and I thought that would be like a good plot for that. Just one of the characters happens to be a reptilian.
Dude, I can't wait till we get the chameleon mutant one day.
Chameleon Love is a song.
There are stories I want to turn into a series.
Okay, actually, wait. Maybe it can't be a chameleon. Wait, because X-Men has a chameleon mutant. I think literally named Chameleon.
What? No.
Spider-Man has a character called Chameleon.
There is an X-Men character called Mystique who can transform to other characters.
No, I know Mystique, but I'm talking about Chameleon.
Okay, no, wait. Are you sure?
Yeah, there's definitely a chameleon character.
Okay, I'm looking this up right now.
Okay, yeah, please do, because I was about to. Because I don't want to get into like another Marvel thing again. That's
fine.
The thing.
Fine,
Yeah,
I was wrong. You were right, Jacob. It was a Spider-Man thing.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to say, BB's tirades about Marvel and FNAF are the worst ones to try and like simmer down from. So I was going to nip that in the bud quickly.
Yeah,
but yeah.
No,
so
you were wrong for something.
Yeah. So okay. So the hint about the hint about like the glasses. She sheds her glasses. Whatever. Reptilian. Blah blah blah. Could it? It's no coincidence, of course, that it happens to be that her vision was corrected after a visit with Felix.
Huh.
Okay. But if that's the case, I feel like Felix should not be getting arrested.
Speaking of
but
Spider-Man,
should be like doing research and stuff.
What do you mean?
Doing research. He was doing illegal research. It was part of his criminal charges.
Yeah, he probably should have been arrested. Now you can make a debate that maybe some higher up in the. Now I can imagine some higher up in the government breaking him out of prison and then changing his name for a government official to do illegal research. That I can imagine. Now, with this being said, I don't think that's happened. And morally, he should have been arrested.
Vision
and was. What was that?
If the guy has managed to quote unquote cure vision, should he not be helping others?
Yeah, but like he did it.
Others have laser eye surgery.
He did stuff illegally. He literally kidnapped people and like hurt someone.
Kidnapped a child.
Okay,
he kidnapped Warwick and Reina, and they hurt Warwick.
Safehold, not Safehold.
Tranquilizer. He is a tranquilizer on my way.
That's the thing. Obviously, you can't undiscover something. So once something has been discovered like that, it is going to open up a bunch of new possibilities going forward into the future, and that is stuff that we have explored, even in things that have already aired. But obviously, more on that when the conclusion comes around.
It's a nice little teaser there.
Yeah, nice little teaser. I see. There we go. See that
segue.
These things.
A segue and a teaser are two very different things, William.
They are indeed.
I don't care.
Word of the day, segue. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, this line as well. Hold on. Did you read this line already, Shorty?
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Oh wait, that was a traumatized line. That's right. Okay. It just hit me right now. This is lifted from the end of the video where Kylie suggests to Pop to wait after class so they can take care of the new girl. So I guess this is just being moved up here. So again, this person is just dropping references to things that aren't going to be like in the rest of the video because we don't have enough time to adapt them.
Does this person not like Rena?
Probably not.
No, they do.
No, I think this person outgrew their Rena hatred phase a long time ago.
Yeah.
If it's who I'm thinking of.
I think it is.
Okay. Did he fall asleep?
I guess.
Listen.
Okay, this is a setting change for what's going to happen in the future. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Is the scene changed so that they can have a hallway confrontation with the bully squad?
Kimberly looks like they're about to become the Flash and start running off. They're like setting up for an Olympic race right now.
I do happen to know a certain editor who has made an entire series based around the concept of running and track teams.
Hello, the fox.
Hey guys.
Let's go.
The little fox is here.
Hello.
Didn't
to see.
That makes it even more disturbing. Because wait, hold on. Because Kimberly's movement could be mistaken as both running or crouching. Were they like legitimately like sneaking around and following her? How long have they been?
Or she was dowling. Kimberly was dowling for Kenna.
I think they were running towards her, and then that.
No, but she would have seen or heard them, right? Kimberly's literally wearing boots. You don't.
Well, she
miss
wasn't
those.
looking that way.
No, sure, but
maybe the boots have holes cutting out them at the bottom, so they're just socks with like boots on top of them.
Maybe there are student walking sounds going on constantly and therefore one other person walking from behind you would not seem as
That's fine, but if she's running towards her, then the footsteps would have been faster. That would have caught your attention.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Like even if it's not after you, you would be curious as to why someone's running down the hallway.
Unless isn't this a middle school?
Yeah.
I've run down the hallway.
Running in the hallways in middle school was totally normal.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean you weren't curious about it.
Again, copycat.
Who knows?
No, you just got used to it.
Okay, all right.
Clearly, Kenna hasn't, considering they've not been to this school before.
Well, yeah, everything's new here. Yeah, okay.
I like how Kenna isn't even looking at them.
What? She is.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's because the eyes are like in view 2 mode.
Oh.
That's a thing in Gacha. Yeah, she's looking towards the camera.
Same thing with Kimberly.
Why?
Aren't they all looking at the camera?
Well, kind of, but there's like another. Yes, again, view 1 versus view 2 mode. There's a bit of a difference in terms of one of them looks more like you're breaking the fourth wall. Okay.
We didn't expect to see you either.
Did you not?
I like how Shorty is actively making Kimberly sound more snotty.
Okay, but Kenna is literally in their class.
No, I agree absolutely. Even the recreation, I said this earlier, but the recreation of the line where it's like what was it? Oh, you're one of the shy ones, aren't you? Like that's taken from the script, but without the voice actor, yeah, it kind of reads a little bit more cruelly.
Let me see if I can get you out of the shyness phase
without the voice acting.
Yeah, there's several things. Well, there don't seem to be. Right.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm kind of lost.
Anyways,
do you know where room 260 is?
FNAF, the man in room 1280, I think was it.
No.
I think so. Hold on.
Oh wait, no, I'm not sure if it is the 260 reference here, or that is just the fact that is very similar to the number of years that have passed in a different Thutterverse show from the first scene to the present day.
This isn't Gacha Life. This is Gacha Club.
Was there a time skip in that show that I just don't remember?
Yeah, 1280. Baby Butter was right.
Yeah,
I just
1280. I love my knowledge of obscure FNAF.
Shut up, BB.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you. You see, Shorty is doing the good job here.
Shut up. Shorty just doesn't like it because Shorty's not binge read the books.
Shut up, BB.
I don't read the FNAF books either because I don't care.
Listen to the fish that is looking dead into your soul.
God, yes,
sir.
God. Oh God,
yes,
no.
Sir, I still hate how your fish looks skinned.
It looks like it was like in a guillotine, but was caught by surprise the second that happened.
Bro, that fish heard the blade coming down, went uh-oh, and then that's whatever happened.
Yeah, that's where our science class is.
I can tell it's Gacha Club. Isn't Gacha Club the one that you?
Yes, we currently
use.
Gacha
Club is
the one that we currently use. You can tell it's Gacha Club because of the hair highlights. You can't change the hair highlights in any other Gacha thing.
Ah, there you go.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've done Gacha for a long time. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Did you? I think you started like slightly before I did. I think.
Dear God, you poor puppy dog, Kenna.
Look at those eyes.
Okay.
Also,
BB, is that what you look like?
I need you to shut up. And my thing is, I can't picture Morena saying awesome. I just can't.
Awesome.
I guess we found.
I'm not saying give her like a Valley Girl accent. I can't picture saying the word at all.
Like,
we found her like
oh my
actual.
God, look at her. She's saying
We found the differentiation there. We found the difference between Morena and Kenna right now.
Well, that and infinitely uglier
do we
hair.
all have the same classes?
Oh, that's also true. Yeah, Kenna's jacket because of the sleeve color difference.
So wait, in Gacha Club, you can't change the hair's highlights?
No, you can. No, wait. No,
Wait,
in
you can
Gacha
in Gacha
Club,
Club,
you can,
you
but
can't
in
in anything
every
else.
other one, you can't.
Ah, okay.
Why am I watching Maya stick a pencil up her nose?
I was seeing how far I could go without it falling.
No, I was watching it go like inside of your nostrils.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching you like stick that up. What are you trying to do? Scratch your brain?
There are so many clips of this that we can use. Right. Let's see. Oh, so it looks at the schedule, which, by the way, is not. That's a schedule that is not a prop in Gacha, which means that someone has to have knowledge of custom imports.
It kind of
is that a schedule?
It kind of looks like it's. You know how like when someone in a cartoon is or something is flipping someone else off, and then they have that little thing to like hide it. So it's still considered family friendly. It looks like she's flipping off
Why?
Okay.
Oh
Well,
God!
if that's the case, her finger was at a very weird angle for that. There's some epic
what is
reading.
this so long?
Yep, we have the same schedule.
Maybe it's because we keep pausing.
No. That was like the music was still going on. Admittedly, that is what would have to happen if you were checking thoroughly on a schedule. So you have to give yourself enough time.
Yeah, I feel like they should have like do like a head note or something like yeah, okay, I'm reading the schedule.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not the reason that Reina speaks first during that part and gives Julius enough time to mention the schedule after it's been on screen for a while.
Wait, did you put a schedule on the screen?
I did in the remake. I didn't know how to in the original.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember that.
Cool.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I had to put the schedule on like in the actual intro because actually Monet forgot in that scene. So I had to put that on.
I sent you a photo of the trio remakes. Oops, I mean the girl with the tail trio.
Yeah, I was waiting till the end of the stream to show that off, but I do in fact have TMD trio. Wait, no, there's the GWAT trio .jpeg ready to go.
There goes the bell. Come on, let's show you the way to class.
Sadly,
I hated how that cut. Like,
sadly, that did happen one time where I forgot to put the bell on in the last episode. I didn't in the first one though. How dare you? Sorry, I thought mine was going to continue then.
Wait, what was I saying? Hold up.
I don't know.
I don't know what I was.
How did I end up with dead air on a stream with 6 people?
We do not know.
Oh, no. Okay, right, KW, go on.
Oh, right. There goes the bell. Come on, let's show you the way to class.
Okay, then. Hashtag justice for the bell.
Okay, here's the thing. You know your pacing is bad when you have to specify that it's the end of the episode at the end.
Oh. Really much.
Luckily, we don't know anyone who's notorious for terrible pacing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I was kind of expecting the hallway was going to be an amalgamation of the look at our schedule scene, let's do that montage thing, and then having the and then the whatever equivalent of the bully gang was going to appear, and that was going to be like the mashing of
Maybe
like that.
Maybe the same than that for the next episode.
Is there an episode 2?
Well, this was made 3 days ago, so for now, no, there is not an episode 2.
I think they're still working on it.
Yeah, maybe I should just not mention this to the person in question and then see if an episode 2 gets dropped.
It's too late because Joss already put in a comment, and I can almost guarantee that it was mentioning you. Hold on, let me see.
I didn't see a comment.
Oh, well, it doesn't mention you. It does, however, say good copycat, but it needs some work.
Okay,
so,
that could be interpreted as Josh finding the channel from the stream rather than
Well, yeah, but the second if they interpret it as him finding it via the stream, it will become very apparent as to what they're saying.
That person that they found it, which is kind of annoying.
You know, I've that's true. Yeah, I have the person in question probably will figure out that I figured it out if they happen to check the stream. Which actually, to be fair, if you made a video like this, then you would absolutely check out the stream in question, wouldn't you? Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm both surprised and not surprised, not even paying attention to it. So it's just
doesn't say thanks for waiting at the end. Let's see. Is there anything else at the end of this?
Oh
no, there isn't. No, there is not.
I thought it was. I didn't realize that was you cutting in. I thought it was like he took a video. He like took a clip of you.
It was me. I made the video.
Jacob Butter, what?
To be fair, Ghost Kitty, why would it say thanks for waiting? We weren't waiting for anything. This is the first episode.
Yeah, we weren't waiting for anything at all.
You can't really wait for something you don't know exists.
I was waiting for the bully trio to appear. I've realized that the reason that they probably don't appear in this, and because the teacher was off screen, is because the creator decided not to make and design any characters other than the 3 that we've seen. No one else on screen during this remake at all.
Yeah.
If this continues, and it is the person that we think it is.
Correction. No.
Maya's done it now. Maya knows now. Maya's figured it out.
Correction. The person you and Emily think it is.
Yeah. Okay. If it's the person me and Emily think it is.
I don't know who. I really don't know who. I'm just.
The writer will follow through with the pop gets hit by a bus and then falls in love with her nurse.
What?
The hit by a bus as a reference to Regina George, I can see. The falling in love with
No, not a reference to Regina George. It's a reference to what Aiden wants. Because that's who they think made it, remember? They haven't figured it out. It's definitely Aiden's product.
Aiden wanted Pop to get shot, so yeah, something on
but in that call a couple days ago with me and Quincy and Aiden and you watching Miraculous, Aiden said yes to the Pop gets hit by a bus and
dude, can we get Aiden onto the stream to see him defend his name? We have like a real battle later.
Okay. I don't know if he's online right now. It doesn't seem like he is.
Aiden.
Okay, look, I would love to be wrong, but the fact that Emily confirmed my theory makes me feel like I'm more close to right.
You had like tons of theories on who it could be, just throwing names out there.
Okay.
You are the Nostradamus of Gacha theorists.
I'm like the what?
Nostradamus of Gacha theorists.
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
BB.
I think everyone knows this is not me because I don't know anything how to make Gacha. That is corrupted imagination's thing.
Right, and also you're new, so I mean,
exactly.
yes, you have watched the Mutant Girl that recently, but I don't know. A lot of this stuff probably comes from like multiple viewings. Honestly, like I mean, honestly, kudos to you if you got all of the stuff that was mentioned referenced in here in the first view, but. Still,
I haven't, to be honest. So.
I was gonna say, that's fine.
Also, it would take a lot of energy to feel the need to create a brand new channel and post a video on the first day the channel exists.
Wait, is that the first day the channel exists? Hold on.
Yeah. The channel is from April 19th, 2023.
Oh, they didn't even wait, really?
So they made the channel to post this video.
They didn't make any decoy videos or anything. No, definitely not.
April 19, oh my god, they just couldn't wait.
I told you, April 19th, 2023, 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Ghost
which I'm pretty sure was the day after the stream where I mentioned Mutant Girl Copycats for the first time.
Yeah.
Which I guess might be why there's only 3 characters designed in this, because it took...
Because he made it in a day!
Ruth, like Jake Paul.
Man,
no wonder it's 4 minutes long.
Maybe it wasn't so far-fetched to expect this in episode 2 if this was made in a day. Where's episode 3 at? There you go.
I don't know. Maybe this person was inspired by Taming the Bad Boy being created one day after another.
No, hold on. If it actually keeps going, what are they going to do whenever they eventually reach the point that you're at, right? What are they going to do once they reach the most recent episode of season 3?
Actually, you know,
do they not have access to the rest of the script?
Well, even then, the episodes are still. Oh, wait, no, but each season is on a different script.
Okay, yes. Regardless of script access or anything, depending on who it is, of course, if they get to a point where it catches up, you know, if they happen to guess things right, it'll give away who it is. If they happen to go in a different direction entirely, I'm kind of curious to see how that would go down.
I want Pup to get hit by a bus!
Why?
And then fall in love with her nurse. Because then she can fall in love with her nurse!
Wouldn't her nurse be an adult woman or man?
Pop goes into a coma for like 5 years, thank you very much.
I swear to. Oh god, why? Every time I join Jacob's first stream, something weird has to happen. Like Taking was a bad boy.
Look, if Pop goes into a coma for 5 years and Pop gets hit by a bus towards the end of high school, then Pop's like 22 or 23. There are nurses who are like 22 or 23.
I think she'd be 19 by that point.
If she gets hit at the end of the school year? Like the end of like
at the end of the school year, she'd be 20 in 5 years' time, yeah.
I meant like the end of high school, because I'm pretty sure Pop's in the season 3, right?
Well, if it's the end of high school in general, she'd be 18. You wouldn't have to do the coma.
Well, yeah, but like 18 and 23, like I'm cool with that sometimes, but not all the time. It really like that's a very case-to-case basis, you know? Because like nurses generally have actually passed nurse school.
Wow, Maya, are you saying you actually have standards when it comes to shipping? I'm impressed.
To be fair, someone in the Mutant Girl team used to make some very unintentional things happen, so I'm not surprised.
Well then, so now what? Do we just wait for episode 2?
I guess.
Yeah, it should be out any minute now.
Apparently, Josh also wanted us to go over pros and cons in this.
I guess.
What can we say?
Well, pros, you invented an apple species. That was a thing.
Pro, I liked the fact that the like hallway conversation was actually in the hallway and stuff, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It has camera angles, it has animated poses and animated poses and mouths. It has animated mouths and moving poses depending on like in the middle of a piece of dialogue, which is something that I specifically reviewed a certain person's content for not having, and then they've implemented that ever since. So it might be in their style now. But still, those are things that I can say do work in this thing's favor. However, the cons.
Ghost Kitty says, if they don't continue the series, I will steal these characters because I do kind of like. These aren't their characters, though. What do you mean you're gonna steal? They're already stolen.
Rip-offs of the rip-offs, guys.
I think.
Hey, at least now you don't have to feel bad about not doing season 3. This person's already just remaking Mutant Girl just right off the boat for you.
Turns out they have an official season 3 after a few more episodes.
The thing is, Ghost Kitty actually has used a few Mutant Girl characters in the past. Ghost Girl features both. There's Mrs. Dysart and myself. I think Morwenna at a certain point, or maybe not. Maybe that's just for the action video.
Wait,
we have said the canonicity of that before. Now, we have said the canonicity of that before, but just in case anyone doesn't recall the answer to that while it's being brought back up, not canon. That's not a thing that exists in the Butterverse.
Definitely not canon. That was
Ghost Girl is not canon.
Okay.
In fact,
but
just
back to
because
the fact that you said and yourself, like you are a character, like as Jacob Butter is a character in Ghost Kitty show.
That's correct.
Jacob Butter is also a character in the Butterverse.
Is that like how Emily has a kid?
Oh, that came about later. That came about later in like the supplementary filler content that Ghost Kitty had a while ago. So
wait, Emily and Shorty had the kid?
Yeah.
I definitely thought it was Emily and Quudsy's kid.
No, it's mine and Emily's.
Shorty's the dad.
Beautiful baby girl.
Yeah, but weird enough, you yourself have been a shipped Gacha character in the past, because we recently finally managed to do the Meme-Line wedding from so many years ago, and also the kid with Emily kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, wasn't there also like the Quudsy X Shorty era as well?
Oh my god.
I think there was.
Yeah, I remember a Quudsy X Shorty era.
I don't think that made it into Gacha itself, though. In fact, Quudsy actually made a video recreating the Meme-Line proposal. Yeah, back when Tammy the Bad Boy came out.
Oh god, can we not? No, I tried to wash my eyes with bleach.
Okay, but that was an actual fun
everyone
thing.
else.
Look, I had to deal with someone having a
Listen, it wasn't that.
and that person was you, Shorty.
It kind of was.
I will say this, in comparison to a few of the other things that I have seen in Gacha, it still ranks pretty far down, but it was fun. Unlike some of the other stuff.
Why is there such
like
I had
the bad
so
girl's
much
little
fun
boy?
making that. I had so much fun making that.
Oh yeah, it shows. You clearly were so proud of it afterwards.
Okay, I may not have been proud of it, but I did have fun making it.
You were, but maybe that's why you wanted to recreate it that one time.
Right,
oh my god, a recreation?
Well, remake. There was, again, we talked about this before. We said at the beginning of the stream there was a remake that was in the works.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Tammy
Wow,
with
it was
the
this
Tammy the
video.
bad girl.
Look, it hasn't been long enough for me to remember it yet.
That
is there actual thing called Tammy the bad girl? Because oh god.
Oh well, I mean, there's the bad girl's little boy, which seemingly might have lifted a few of the ideas from Tammy the Bad Boy and made them even worse. But yeah, I can't really confirm that because, you know, bad boys and bad girls have been a trope in Gacha since the dawn of time, so that could be just a coincidence. But
you know, back when the dinosaurs were here.
I don't know. I know CJ was a short pink cat boy, so
the Velociraptor was the first bad girl, and the T-Rex was the first bad boy.
Wait, what? What?
Right.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Please. What?
They went rar, and the others said rar even more sexily.
This sounds like a furry convention.
Rar.
Oh my god! There's. Oh my god! I heard about a place in Furryville. There's an actual place called Furryville.
Okay. Right, so the cons of the video then.
It's a copycat, so what do you expect?
Well, yeah, that is the thing. The copycat.
Terrible.
Yeah, the designs were horrendous. I think
I don't know what you mean. I don't think I could have lived without the Apple Mutant. And
the Apple Mutant.
And here's what pleases me. And here's what pleases me the most. Whether we make it a mutant or not, you now have to stick to that promise. Or me, I'll do it. I'll do it if you're too chicken. All right.
It was my idea.
But you did the lights thing, and what I like is that if we never reacted to this, that light goal would have never happened. And Apple mutants or Apple human hybrids, they would have never existed ever. So you know what? I'm thankful to this.
I'm thankful that, you know, we get to steal something back from this person who will remain anonymous for all time.
Are they going to remain anonymous? Are they?
I mean, as anonymous as you can be when people have said their name like several times.
Oh, so it is Aiden. Plot twist. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, there are several names that have been said several times in this video.
All like of which by Maya.
For example.
Hey,
maybe I just really liked Apple Mutants and I wanted to bring up a light goal to make them put them in there. Sure, could I have done a community post with the exact same thing? Yes.
Yeah, but
Hey, this video was made in one
ever
day.
would have come up with the idea unless this happened.
Yeah, it was the golden eyes thing.
So where are the yellow apple mutants?
No. We said it's the golden apples from Minecraft.
Oh wait, that actually, you know what? That's actually kind of an interesting idea. You could have different like
the Granny
different skin
Smith
colors.
apple mutants.
You have different color skin characters for different apples because they've.
That's what I thought that they were talking about.
Please,
and then the yellow apples have magic.
Please make the Granny Smith apples have the name Granny or Smith.
No, okay,
Please.
so they have to. No, I said before, there's going to be an elder somewhere who is called Granny Smith.
Granny Smith.
Please,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mai really liked that joke once she eventually got it. So yeah. And all of these are going to be designed by Shorty. So we need.
Here's my thing. I already have a way that I can. I already have a way I can fit this in. They wouldn't technically be mutants, but they would exist as an apple-human hybrid if you guys so please. I'm just saying, whether or not you
mentioned the Hesperides. I mentioned the Hesperides as like the excuse for that.
Well, I know, that's
you
what I'm saying.
You could also take a lot of inspiration from...
If we went in that direction as opposed to the normal mutant direction, you know, regardless, they could happen through various different channels. You know, anyone can have their fill.
You know who they could also be descended from?
Mutant.
No,
yes,
imagine that apple
joy,
creatures are basically like the fungus creatures in The Last of Us.
Dude, apple mutant. Well, okay.
I forgot I got my hair cut.
I can't make a reference right now, but I can't say too much about humanoid fungi, but for the record, there are sentient possible things that can sprout from the ground that exist in this universe, maybe.
And do you know where we can find like an almost endless supply of inspiration for apple-based characters?
Yeah.
I will say, it's not related to the apples,
and
it is not technically related to the fungi. It operates
My
very
Little
separately.
Pony!
It operates very differently.
My Little Pony.
Wait, what? I know. Hold on. I know about Applejack. Where are the other apple-based characters?
There's
there's Granny Apple, which is the only one I've been thinking of since you said Granny Smith. Apple Bloom, Big Mac. Wait, no.
Big Macintosh.
Yeah.
Big Macintosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's big and strong and red.
Okay. Oh wait, that's the replacement for Big Jack when Aphmau mentions that in season 1, where she says like what characters Aaron remind her of. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That
oh my.
Now, over 7 years after the video was made.
Okay, but there's the entire Apple extended family. Like
okay.
My Little Pony. Plus, they really like apples in that. They really like apples in that show.
Oh well, I mean, clearly we know that Shorty has a bias
me.
towards characters with southern accents, so we can definitely have the have one particular apple family that's based from the American South.
Magic makes it all complete.
Maybe.
I'm stuck in the beginning because I can't remember the lyrics.
Hey, you know what?
I know all the lyrics.
You know that one Pedro Pascal cowboy character?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to make him an apple?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh my god!
Why? Why?
Honestly, the moral of this entire stream is, if I know you, then I'm going to like recognize stuff about you, no matter how hard you try and hide it.
Oh, I'll take that as a challenge.
Oh, you want to make a gacha video now and surprise me with it?
Well, if you ever find it.
Oh, okay.
I'll just throw it in as one. I'll just give it to Josh as one of the many random things that Josh comes across.
You know what? Fair enough. just on the off chance that I might get to see like your editing style of Gacha, if it's any
Hold
good.
on, let me write a note for myself so that I remember when I get home.
That's fair.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna find another guy. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I add a reminder?
You need a reminder?
Well, yeah.
I have a really, really bad memory at times, depending on the topic. Oh my, but I tell you everything story-wise. I have to come up with a completely new story.
Oh yeah, of course. And it can't be Apple-based, or it'll be too obvious.
It also can't be anything that has anything to do with like magic-based, because like
I've seen your magic scripts before, and the idea that certain things of certain colors happen to have certain types of magic, that seems to be a recurring theme for you.
Because colors are, yeah.
I think Maya has a very separate reasoning than why I would do that. But if I were to do that, it would tie much closer to color theory. But
well, also because I like to integrate on sometimes I just like color and symbolisms and stuff. But also, it's very interesting to like integrate the like psychological and neurological like I don't want to say like effects of color, but it's very similar to effects of color.
I tell you what, a lot of gachas that explore that.
Yeah.
Or well, try to anyway.
Yeah, things like that. I don't know. I like making unnatural things freaky when people don't really stop to consider them as freaky, right? And I've said how I would treat like deities, right? Deities could be kind entities and be hospitable and such, but I feel like it is much more exciting that in the instance that you anger one or one of them has not intervened with humanity well enough, they are presented much more in a horrific way, and I treat that, and I would think I would treat that the same way of like treating colors as this kind of like powerful magic, right? I love the idea that this abstract concept can become this horrific and possibly almost sentient entity. It's so I like horror. Okay, I like horror. I'm sorry. I'm tired of making excuses. I like horror. Okay, and I'm proud.
Why do you need to make excuses for that?
I know. I'm just saying. I feel like every time I say this, it sounds like I'm grasping. I like horror. That's the thick of it. But you know what? I have no shame in it.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that a FNAF enthusiast would like horror? That's a shock to everyone, right?
I don't like horror.
So here's my thing. I don't think I really have a favorite horror movie. For me, I hate to say this. I sound real egotistical on this one, but
Rip in the Dark is my favorite horror project of all time.
No, right now we haven't leaned very much into horror. We have recorded about 3 episodes. We haven't gone into the horror aspect too much. It will come in, but not immediately. It's a bit slower. Regardless, I think my concepts of horrific things.
I'm laughing at something else. Give me a second.
Okay. I'm trying to say this without spoiling stuff, but I think my general ideas of some of my horror monsters of sorts can be very scary if presented in the right way. To the point that I dare say might be some of the best, in my opinion. And that's not to say the execution could ruin it, but on paper, I'm a fan. Now, with this said, I like horror things in general. I just don't know necessarily that I have a favorite. I feel like And for instance, gods, right? Even in instances where gods are supposed to be scary, not necessarily in a horror sense, but just as an antagonistic figure, I've always thought that they're always depowered for films. And that's part of why they're so scary to me. The idea that they are so beyond your power, even if they do have weaknesses, the fact that they are so beyond your power set is a thing that I think movies and stuff should use a lot more. Like, I love the concept of them being that OP, and I hate whenever movies insist that you can just beat them in like a one-on-one duel. And
Hey,
and I made this.
Do you know about that series of Cthulhu films about those that for kids?
I don't. What?
I'll send you those later.
Please do. That sounds exciting to me.
So wait, you don't like anything that's like it, where they defeat the clown?
I didn't say that I dislike it, but I think that there are elements that people should be using a bit more. I think we are so used to being like, oh, the good guy has to win, or that there has to be some single like weakness that can just beat someone for all of eternity. Like, let's not act, okay? The way it gets beaten is by a bullet. That's not cool.
Well,
Let's
in the
be
book,
honest.
right?
Let's not pretend like that's cool. In the books, and they don't ever go into this in the films because it's too crazy. And it also brings in a lot of the other Steven Universe stuff. But in the books, it is an incredibly godlike figure that has waged war against a god turtle. Which is
it's like
hilarious.
an alien or something, right?
It's hilarious, but like he's like the arch nemesis of like a god turtle. And one day the turtle gets so angry with him that it slaps it to another universe. That being and where he lands, and of course, Derry.
Yeah. And then
and the things in the films, right? In the films portray him as like this weird spider thing. The books make it so that you never see his true form because it is too much to behold. He actively becomes these creepy things, not just because the plot needs it, but because that is how he feeds. He feeds on hunger. And he comes out every couple of years. He comes out every couple of years after hibernation.
Because every couple of years? Wasn't it every 30 years?
No, it's well, in the original, I don't know, in the original, like the TV series, it was 30 years. But in the books and like the newer ones, it's 27 years.
Yeah. He hibernates for a period of time and comes back because he's like hungry and becomes all these horrific things to essentially feed on the fear. The only way to beat him is to not be afraid, which is why whenever they shoot him with a bullet, they have to be like, oh, don't fear him. Well, news for you, maybe just don't be afraid. Maybe that would be a cooler way than just pulling up a gun, all right? Maybe a Glock isn't the coolest way to defeat him, all right? Maybe, or if you want to change it, or if you want to change it, if you want to go in the hilarious route as well, maybe get the God Turtle.
Right, like I actually did not like the whole like God thing or anything like that because I thought it was always supposed to be like this supernatural creature of sorts.
I did. I always thought that was really neat because I always liked the God stuff.
That's fine.
Although I do think him fighting a turtle, a gigantic turtle, then slaps him into another universe is hilarious. But
yeah, I think in like the original, like the TV series that they did for it the first time, they did the bullet thing, and then like in like the newer movies when they become adults. Oh, maybe it was I don't know.
It was a slingshot,
in the newer movies, they were like calling it names, like saying you were just a clown, you were just a stupid clown, blah blah blah, you're just a mummy, and making it smaller.
Like, well, yes, I am a clown. That was entirely the point.
The thing is, that's true. I always found that almost kind of cringy, though. It's like the idea of like. I think they were doing that because they found it hard to show the kids not being afraid. And so they just thought, oh, well, if they call them names and that's outwardly not afraid. Well, that's not how it operates. It's not whether you think you are or aren't. It's if you are, it feels it. It knows because it isn't a human being. It doesn't follow that kind of stuff. It's not morality. It is called it because It's an otherworldly creature, and to most, again, probably considered a god. It feeds off of an innate feeling.
I think
the only way to beat him is, again, to literally not be afraid, not just insult him and pretend like you're not afraid. You need to figure out a way to no longer fear it.
I think like MapPad's theory, there was like a theory that MapPad did for it. Why the reason why them pretending not to be afraid of it and calling it names is because the ritual or whatever that they were supposed to do, that didn't work. Actually, did work with different things though. So I don't know. I just would never from stuff.
I don't know. I subscribe to the idea that maybe they just should have built up them finding out and them almost doing like militaristic training to like steal their minds.
I mean I don't know. I forget. I don't know if this is a horror movie or not, but have you heard of Skeleton Key?
I've heard of it.
Okay, that one is I think your kind of thing because it's about like a bad guy winning, basically.
Yeah.
So, because I remember watching it and towards the end I'm like, wait, what? They won? Wait, what? What?
Yeah. Oh. Join.
What happened?
Oh, you're still talking to Aiden, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that's who you're speaking to. I was kind of hoping Aiden would join any moment now.
I was busy screenshotting our conversation. I was going and like it stopped it doesn't work with the uploads, so unfortunately that doesn't respond anymore, so I can't put the images on screen. Yes.
Okay.
I can't put the images on screen, so I'm just gonna read the conversation that we had and pretend there's screenshots on it. Okay, so I said to him, "Hey, I'm about to finish streaming. Would you like to join for the end bit? People are requesting your presence." And then he says to me, can't at work, which is, of course means can't at work. Would love to, though. So I've got a question. Did the person tell you why they were copying you? Which means that he's seen that I'm streaming this particular thing, so he knows what the subject is. And then I say, no, I dare say they haven't. And then he replies, that is weird. How do you feel about it? I say, well, I have many thoughts. Also, why did they want me on stream?
Yeah, I just typed, said they think you made a TMG ripoff and private defend your name.
Oh.
That being said, however, he's idle, so he might respond to you quicker. He chats with you more than he chats with me anyways.
Okay. Because like actively telling people that's what people think, that's gonna ruin the impact if he does like show up and then.
But he won't. He's literally at work.
Okay.
Huh.
Like there was no chance of it. That's why I mean I was gonna be vague too. But if he's not gonna show up, it's like, well, okay, I at least want something that we can read out.
Yeah, he could watch the stream later and figure out that.
No, but we need a live court case here. That's what I want.
But if we're not going to get that, at least let him watch the stream at his own time and then like see like just in how many ways he messed up covering his own tracks because he is so obvious. See, that's the thing. If you you can say like immediately like, oh, people think you made this, or you can give him 2.5 hours of content where we slowly whittle down his idea of how secretive he can possibly be.
I know. But my thing is
of making a thing.
But my thing is, I want a live court case. So at the very least, I need him to defend his name, and we can just read what he's saying.
Okay.
I need this. This needs.
He says, "Oh, I didn't. I haven't even had time to work on my show. It's sad." Well, this was made in a day, so not exactly there. Also, by the way, Josh, if you're going to make another reaction right now, you know what? React to this. But pretend that you weren't in this stream and react to this video, and just point out again all of the exact same things that I mentioned, about like how obvious it is. Just don't say Aiden's name in it because it will ruin the idea. There you go. Actually, you know what? I invite everyone here who has a channel and reacts to gachas occasionally, William, looking at you especially because you suggested this video, to make reaction videos just on like the grounds of like the suspicions pointing towards Aiden. And then
oh my god,
just drop the whole video. No one says his name throughout, but just like, this seems like very similar to something else, like all the stuff that I mentioned. Just again, really drill home just how obvious it is.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait, Jacob, read what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's so vicious. Jesus.
He said,
"What did he say?"
Yeah, no, I didn't make it. Also, even if I did, why would I make a character green? I'm not William. Lol.
Not William.
So there he's referencing the fact that I don't tend to make characters wear green or have green features anymore because of how I would use green screen, which since the save PNG option was implemented, that's not a big an issue. But then I have got that now again with Gacha.
Okay, but clearly he knows.
Yes, he knows, and that's the first thing that he mentioned to cover up his tracks, which may or may not be why the first thing that he did was make a character fully green to put suspicion off of himself.
Man, this is a thick case, I tell you what.
Okay, but doesn't he know how to blue screen?
Yes, he does.
Oh, and you know what? Hold on a second. He struggles with grammar. So maybe that's why he made all the words capital, so to really drive home, because that's what he thinks real grammar is.
He overcompensated with capital letters. I mentioned this before, but remember I said this like halfway through the stream. He might have overcompensated because I critiqued the fact that he never capitalizes anything on his own.
So true. You know? Oh man, I can't wait to see Hayden's rebuttal here.
I can't wait to see all the other reaction videos that are going to this one video. Yeah,
you know what I need?
Description. Remember, click on there, and then you can see the actual video, and then just do all of your reactions. Again, don't say his name directly in the video, but just actually, just make that. That is my Dave Gorman style challenge for anyone right now.
What?
I thought of a bit that I think would be so funny. So,
yes.
You know how Aiden did a sin counter for the Mutant Girl? What if he made a sin counter for this, except it's the exact same sins? Because it's the same show.
I've actually wanted to do some Gacha Sin style videos in the past. That was going to be one of the things I was planning to do. So yeah, why not?
Like he literally just he reads the exact same script and everything, and except he just like Control F's the names and changes them.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm gonna make a whole. I'll do that maybe like on like a whole different channel just called Gacha Sins, and just make a video on there.
I'm just chilling with my remakes. Well, good for you, Ghost Kitty. Good for you.
And don't reveal that you're Jacob either, just to really drive home the bit.
I mean, thing is that he knows like most of the voices that I do, but I guess I'll think of something else.
No, you can do your normal voice. Just never say it's Jacob. Don't even list it on your like channels list on that channel.
Okay, I'll put all right. I'll put a link to the channel like on a stream or something that I know that he's not going to see, so people can actually go and check it out. But yeah, once that's done. Okay, I guess we all have our challenges. We all have that. So the last thing to do today is actually show off the remade characters in the TMG trio. Wait, no, this is the GWAT trio.jpg. Here we go. We have Kimberly here with a little bit more of a goth edge to her.
Looking at these three
does help.
I'm gonna be honest. Looking at these three make this look more and more like a bad game of telephone the further this goes on.
Or is it the best kind of game of telephone?
My God, it depends on how like how obscured counts as a good or bad. Like to me, I think a good game of telephone is to maintain the same words every time for as long as possible until eventually it starts going south.
Yeah, when I say good, I mean like what's the best? I mean like most entertaining. You are right. That is how the game
I like
the
games of telephone where it starts as like high and it ends as like so blah blah blah.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so and Kenna over here, I like the fact that there's now ears. Because I think someone did mention that with that tail, ears would be supported. The tail is indeed the same color. Pretty sure that's that kind of like outfit actually looks more like something Morwenna would actually wear. So again, true to the source material. Plus, we've got the classic Emily lemon in head, and then Connor just was like an
hey, what's Connor reaching for exactly?
He's just posing. His hand is tilted that way because of his thumb. It's fine.
I don't know. But judging by what we saw in this video, and now he's reaching in that general direction,
Kimber looks so familiar to someone from another show. Oh wow, these people looking for like someone from another show. We haven't seen that today, have we?
No, they don't. These people look completely different than the Mutant Girl because again, it's a game of telephone. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, but Kimberly's outfit.
The series with the remade like Girl with the Tail trio, and then see the remake of those ones and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
When are we just gonna make green blobs and make them aliens? I mean, at what point do we get to like?
Well, Connor's an alien already. This one.
I know, but like, if I use that exact model and just shove it in there,
original remake.
Yeah. I don't know if that first image is original, but sure, yeah.
Well, original go with the tail, yes. Okay.
And we, what if I just use the remake models there, and then let those get remade eventually? We could just keep the cycle going.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's
They say me rolling.
I guess there's that, if someone wants to continue that game of telephone as well, you know what? Another mission. If someone wants to make a video that is just, another game of telephone of this, based on like a ripoff of Go with the Tail, I don't know, call it Freak Show or something like that. Just go ahead. Continue the cycle, and that's how the Mutant Girl copycats are going to exist from now on.
Except it's all an inside joke.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
That's how the Mutant Girl legacy will survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. If at some point, if enough of those get made, I'll make a playlist, and some people can be like,
"Oh
God. Make the playlist be titled "The Mutant Girl: The Best Game of Telephone."
Okay, so just to recap, we have several missions. Anyone who reacts to gacha videos needs to react to this video and point out the similarities to Aiden's content without saying Aiden's name. We, the Butterverse writers need to actually come up with something for some Apple mutants and such, and Shorty's going to design those characters. And we also have one person needs to do a game of telephone of this and continue it going forward, and then I had to make a channel called Gacha Sense now.
Okay, but who's the next on the telephone?
That's something only the gods can tell us, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good question. If anyone on here wants to make an attempt or something. Anyone at all.
Don't tempt me.
Right now.
No, we're tempting you. I want to see where this keeps going. Me personally, as BB Butter, I want to see this keep going.
Yeah.
Not for Jacob's sake anymore. I, on a personal level, want to see this keep going. for the end of time.
We've already gotten rid of like most of the characters in the first episode, so yeah, maybe there'll be new people involved. Maybe there'll be more bushes. Maybe there'll be more extras.
Or maybe we'll just continuously lose
mutant.
people until there are no people.
or maybe I don't know. Or maybe if like the jig is up with this one, and if we don't get a second episode, someone else will just make an episode 2. Actually, no. Game of Telephone's funnier. All right.
Well, it would basically be a game of telephone if they had to continue the story.
There is also that, but different.
And try to interpret the current world.
No, but like.
I think we have enough of these things. You know, failing to interpret the current world is what started this whole mess. So I think continue that going forward. The episode 2 stuff,
man.
Never mind.
You know, we started this out. You know, mythology plays a big part in the Butterverse. Parts bigger than I think even the viewers really know. I gotta say, I think this is poetic. That's it. I think this is poetic. The idea that these traditions are now being passed down,
yes,
eternally, exactly. and one little detail gets changed every time until it's basically just a whole other thing. It's like the original strawberries. If people saw strawberries whenever they were naturally growing and they saw them nowadays, they'd wonder what they were. It's kind of like that.
Wait, do you know that strawberries are sweeter in Japan and our strawberries in America are really sour?
Yes, I have. Yeah. I have indeed watched Emi Richu's video with Lily Pichu. Yes.
I want to try Japanese strawberries so badly.
And guess where else it gets brought up? Y'all should totally watch Trash Taste. Because Emi Richu is a guest on Trash Taste at least once. I forget if she's come on twice.
Okay.
No, definitely twice. Because there was the second one that was almost entirely about strawberries.
Yeah, I've watched a number of videos from people who are on Trash Taste, the members of Trash Taste, but never actual Trash Taste. So I'll do that.
They're funnier together.
I see. Okay. So right, I need to look up Cthulhu for Kids right now for BB. So we're gonna end the stream right now. So please either like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already, and do all those other things that I said, please. That'd be funny. Yes. All right. This is the karmic punishment for Mutant Girl copycats. All right. On that note, subscribe to us as well. By the way, until next time. Farewell.